people working production for the sporting games. We have people on air. We have people writing. We have people tweeting. We have people that take pictures. We have, it seems like everything. People take video. We make packages. It's like we cover everything within this one organization. And so it takes a lot of people to do, but we have the people to do it, which is awesome.
A big whack. Brian Parsons! For Parsons a drive, you betcha! Brian Parsons unleashes a cannon! Start a riot, let's start a riot. Kale Dolinsky finds some room. He walks into the back end, scores! Kale Dolinsky, perfection. But not enough there for McGinty, put it moving out. Collins with daylight, a shot, stopped by Ward, rebound still loose. As Ward doesn't know where the puck is, now comes back out, top of the circle, Sean Ritchie sets up Blomgren, his wrist shot up high, he scores! Brett Blomgren doesn't get much sweeter than that, as they say right where mama put the cookies. And a takeaway chance, Fez Khan, he scores! Fez Khan, the freshman with the dandy. The freshman stepping up in the spotlight for ASU. He scores! Stephen Collins wins it, and the undefeated streak remains for ASU. Holy cow! What a wicked wrist shot from Stephen Collins.
A couple years back when I came here as a freshman, I didn't have those opportunities. I had to fight for every opportunity I got. So I want to make more opportunities available in the future so that long after I'm gone, this freshman class and the underclassmen realize that this is their thing too. This is very much their organization, and they could play a big role in this if they want to.
Now you guys only have a 2-goal lead. What's going to be key in this third period to come out with the win?
I think it's just going to be sticking to our game. I mean, I think a lot of us are just a little rattled that we're a little too close to this. So I think just playing our game and sticking to the fundamentals and just keep quacking real hard out there. I think we'll get the W.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Back to you guys.
ASU had this game circled on their calendar from the beginning. This was the team they had to beat this season. They had to get redemption.
They're a young team on the road. They're got to be a little bit tired. Austin mentioned it. That's why maybe the Sun Devils have been dominating the final 5 minutes of all the periods thus far. But a tired team on the road, down 1 goal. I feel like if their coach right now, Zombo, is saying you got to play physical because that's the only way they can get ASU off of their game.
Robbie Baker, Austin Controlis, I'm Nick Merrick, but don't go away just yet.
With a wake-up call for Arizona State University and a momentum shift to Eastern Michigan, the second period should go pretty well. Closing out, I'm Allison Cummings with Julian Lopez, Adriana Torres. Enjoy the game.
Good evening, hockey fans. Live from Tempe, Arizona at Oceanside Arena, I'm Ben Marjat, joined by Adriana Torres and Josh Franz.
I'm Adriana for Josh and Carrie.
I'm Carrie Crowley, alongside Allison Cummings and Josh Franz.
I'm Adriana Torres, along with Meg and Josh.
For Richard Flores and Julian Lopez, I'm Josh Franz.
Now looking at it, it's been a group of us students and a bunch of people I call my friends, who started this Walter Cronkite Sports Network, and we're just really dedicated sports journalists who want to do the best we can for ASU and put the best light on sports journalism possible, because when I came in here, sports really wasn't even in the foreground.
It's going to be hit in the air to deep right field. It's going, and it's going to be going out of the park. Abe Ruiz has a solo home run, and the Sun Devils are on the board.
Wow. That may have caused a traffic accident.
Trigg sets and fires. Reese swings, and it's going the opposite way into the left center field gap. Applin's coming home. DeMichael's rounding second. He'll round third, though. Wave him in. Abe Ruiz looks content with a double. DeMichael scores, and it's a 2-run double for Abe Ruiz.
And here we go from Marrero, carrying way out to left field. Will it make it? Yes! It's into the orange trees, folks. That's a home run from Devin Marrero, and that is how you pad your lead.
We're writing every ASU sport that there basically is. I mean, I meet students every day because our organization has grown so much, and I ask them what they do, and they say they write for Cronkite Sports, so they're part of Walter Cronkite Sports Network, and there's so many now that it's like, wow, I didn't even know that. That's great, and that's a great feeling because that means we've built something that freshmen can use, sophomore can use, everyone's getting experience, and that's what we want.
A nice block there from Paszynski. He was a blocking machine last year, hoping to get that going again. Felix on the other end drives inside through a crowd and gets it to go.
Gordon driving it inside, finds Carson in the far corner, who gets the shot to go. Ruslan Pativ now trying to dunk it from down low after a huge pass down the length of the court, and a drive there from Gordon, and suddenly this is a game. Gilling now sending a deep pass to Felix, who drives inside, gets up high, and draws the foul. What a dunk right there.
Both my mom and dad played basketball in Indiana, you know, the Hoosier capital. They're both fans of the Bulls, you know, growing up in the 90s, and I'm a 90s baby. So they love Jordan and the Bulls era, so my parents threw me into sports kind of early to try to get an advantage because they knew that it was possible that I could become a professional athlete. I have a strong Arizona family base here. Most of the people have been supporting me and my family with basketball since I was a little kid. So, you know, having my family here watch me, you know, every home game, my grandmother, it was a huge factor. And my mom's an alumnus from Arizona State, so I kind of had the ASU blood in my system from a kid. A lot of people figured that I had bad grades in high school and that I wasn't a smart kid, but you know, the NCAA requires a certain grade point average with a certain SAT or ACT scale. My grade point average was about a 2.9 and I needed a 19 on my ACT and I got an 18, so I was kind of off just a little bit on the sliding scale, which made me ineligible for the first year. It was tough, you know, it was the first time that I ever had to sit out for basketball as far as, you know, not my choice. You know, the community was behind me throughout the whole thing, you know, fans from little kids to senior citizens to alumnus. Everybody gave me Twitter, Facebook, Instagram support, you know, supporting my family. I just felt like the whole community and the whole state was behind me because they wanted to see me be able to play with Arizona State. I knew that I had to come back and be that much more better because people were expecting that much more out of me. So I just played with a chip on my shoulder. I played with the Lion's heart. I just came out and Coach Sinet gave me the free reign to be able to make plays and play my basketball game. I'm not going to be playing basketball for the rest of my life. I feel like I want to market myself a little bit better, and having a degree behind you is a lot better when you're trying to get jobs after basketball. My mom's a professor, so she's huge on degrees. You know, if I go to the NBA without getting my degree, she does want me to come back and finish up my education. So it's an opportunity for me to even be a student athlete. You know, getting my education paid for is a blessing. They say college is the best time of your life, and so far it's been the best time of my life. I'm going to remember that when I'm in the NBA.
Gentlemen, it's time. You've worked very, very hard to get to this moment, and it is now time to show who we are. We are not Tucson. This is Tempe, Arizona. Sun Devils football, gentlemen. The Pac-12, brother. It's time for us to put it on the line and get out there and show them how to tailgate for Sun Devils football. Yeah! Go Devils! Woo! Woo! Ha!
Hello, friends. Here at WCSN, we have a tradition of anchor tryouts.
The ASU Arizona State football team is getting ready to gear up for the start of their football campaign.
The ASU football team is getting ready to head into camp to get their season underway.
The ASU football team is gearing up for their 2013 season.
Friends, it's a tradition unlike any other.
The ASU football team is gearing up for their 2013 season.
This is WCSN.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Roth, and I'm a senior defender from West Covina, California on the women's soccer team. I am studying biochemistry, and I'm also a member of the Barrett Honors College at ASU. Education gives you power and knowledge, and with that you can improve the world and stuff, so that's always been important to me. Being a part of the Barrett Honors College, people think you're nerds and crazy, but that's the fun in it. It creates a small sense of community in this large university, and you also have very dedicated professors who want to teach you these critical thinking skills. I have a presidential academic scholarship, so it's one of the top academic scholarships that you can have here at ASU. The scholarship means to me is that somebody actually believes in you and they want you to improve the world. They're giving their money to you to actually get your education to improve the world and come up with solutions for the world's problems. These past 2 summers, I've had an internship at TGen, which is a research institute in downtown Phoenix. Out of 500 applicants, I was actually chosen twice for 2 summers to be part of the 45 Helios Scholars. Once I graduate, I know I want to go into eye health. I'm really passionate about eyes because I have had tons of eye problems. I've had to wear sports goggles my sophomore year playing soccer here, so that's really inspired me to want to go on and help people with their vision.
When you support AID, you're doing more than supporting the programs you love. You're supporting possibilities. You're making sure there's a place for independent voices, ideas, and perspectives. You're opening children's minds, helping them discover who they are and what they can be. You're giving everyone the chance to find inspiration from the arts. And you're opening doors to the wonders of the world. To discover more, experience more, be more. Support possibilities. Support Arizona PBS. Thank you.
How do we educate in a rapidly changing world?
How can we create a sustainable way of life?
How can we teach peace?
Arizona State University. Rise to the challenges before us.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Oceanside Ice Arena in Tempe, Arizona, where this afternoon, the Arizona State Sun Devils Division II Elite Team plays host to the WEBER State Wildcats. My name is Richard Flores, and I'm joined as always by Jason Jessler. And Jason, last night the Arizona State Sun Devils opened up their season with a 5-1 victory over the Wildcats, and the biggest storyline to come out of that game is the 57 total penalty minutes combined for both teams. Is that something that we're going to see again this afternoon, or are we going to see a little bit more disciplined play?
I'd hope that's not something we'll see again in this afternoon's game, Richard. Last night's game really did start out very interesting, competitive game of hockey, and it stayed close for most of the game, so you do have to give some credit for that. But things just got sloppy in that second and third period especially. Third period, it seemed like someone was in the box pretty much all the time. We did even have a game misconduct. That one went against the Sun Devils' Ryan Moore, so we're not going to be seeing him in this game.
Yeah, so
honestly, game than we saw last night. It's hard to have a sloppier one, but
exactly. It might be a little more physical though, because it's that last game of a 2-game series, and for WEBER State, this is their 3rd game this weekend, so it'll be interesting to watch from that end. But as far as who we're going to see on the ice tonight, we're going to see a couple different players from what we saw last night. We're going to see Ben Winter and Joey McEwen in the lineup tonight for the Sun Devils. A couple of new guys. One's a freshman and one's coming as an NCAA Division III transfer.
yeah, and obviously it's hard to say too much about either of these guys because this is our first time really seeing either of them in competitive play. Ben Winter, he's a forward, a freshman. He's been playing in Tampa Bay Juniors, had a pretty solid year there last year, 17 points in 41 games. Seems like a bit of a playmaker. And then on the other side of things, we are going to see also for ASU, like you mentioned, the other new guy is Joey McEwen. He's got a junior's eligibility. A Canadian guy out of Marion University most recently. That's the NCAA Division III. Didn't see much playing time there last season. So we'll see how he's probably pretty fresh considering that. Might be able to contribute to the Sun Devil attack.
It's going to be interesting to see how those guys continue to move along. And as we approach, our clock is stopped here at 2 minutes. So we're going to keep going. Let's talk about the goaltending from last night, Jason. Ian Frank, Kyle Dietrich. Both had pretty solid games. Kyle Dietrich stopped 28 of his 29 shots faced. Meanwhile, Ian Frank stopped 33 of his 38. How did they do, and was it up to your expectations?
Yeah, I would give both goalies from last night, if I was grading them, I'd give them A's. Both guys were big parts in keeping this game as competitive as it was. Or Kyle Dietrich, I should say, is part of the reason Weber State wasn't able to come back in that one, but they got some surges of momentum in the second and third periods. The Sun Devils had a great penalty kill unit as a whole yesterday, and that's a good thing. They needed it with all the penalties they committed. But it really came down to Dietrich just not giving up anything in the rebounding front pretty much after the 5-minute mark in the second period.
And that's one thing, too. What can Weber State do when they're on the power play to try and get some more offense, because it just wasn't happening for them last night?
Yeah, it's definitely tough to look at last night's game when they just weren't able to capitalize on any of those numerous power play chances. It's hard to say exactly what went wrong. They were passing pretty crisply, especially when they had a man up. They were screening well. They were blocking Dietrich's vision pretty well. It comes down to just shot selection, I think. They were getting decent looks, but they weren't putting them. They weren't making it too hard for Dietrich. Kyle Dietrich, this is a guy who was a second-string D1 goalie for the ASU D1 team last year. He is very capable. He's very talented. He had a great game, but if you're going to send things towards his middle, towards his chest protector, he's got to be able to smother a lot more stuff. They got to aim for those leg blockers, try and get some rebounds.
Yeah, one thing I noticed as well, Jason, is the defense around Kyle Dietrich last night. I thought they were blocking a lot of shots in front of them, and that is a goaltender's best friend when you have your guys willing to go all out to block a shot in front of you.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a little bit harder when you're on the penalty kill. You just have one fewer guy. You have to maintain your position in those passing lanes. Don't let them pass him around for the good angle while still blocking in front of the net. But I think you're very right, Richard. They did a good job blocking for him, staying in front of the net. But when push came to shove, Dietrich put out an incredible performance, just letting that one goal pass him.
Let's look ahead to this afternoon's game. What kind of game are you expecting? Are you expecting kind of what we saw last night with decent amount of goals? Are we gonna see a more high-scoring game? Are we gonna see a low-scoring game? What do you think?
I think some of that we need to pay attention to who's in net for both of these teams. During warm-ups, it looked like Ian Frank was getting most of the reps again for Weber State, so I can't see the Sun Devils putting up too many more goals than they put up last night. I mean, they got so many power play chances last night. They were able to put up a solid score, but I wouldn't expect any double-digit goals to be allowed by an Ian Frank-led defense. And then for the Sun Devils, if Dietrich's in there versus if Corey Frank's in there, Corey Frank, another guy, good goalie. He did play D1 for them last year as well. But he's not quite Kyle Dietrich. There's a reason Dietrich's the starter. So I think it depends on which goalies are in net. This one might get a bit higher scoring than last night's game.
Now it looks like Kyle Dietrich is going to get the start again as he takes the ice for the Sun Devils. And my notes just fell on the floor, folks, so I got to pick them up.
You know, live broadcasting, anything can happen, Richard. Notes everywhere. But yeah, it does look like it's going to be another Ian Frank-Kyle Dietrich matchup between the pipes for either team. And I'm excited to watch more of these guys. These guys were putting on a goalkeeping clinic last night. And if you're Ian Frank, you just got to hope that the offense gets a bit more going, as it looks like they're starting a different first line today also. We will get you to starting lineups in a moment.
Yeah, that's Ian Frank in net. Jacob Holmes, number 8. He went down with an injury last night. He's back in there tonight, though. Good to see. Number 2, Anthony Modric starting. Let's find out who's starting for the Sun Devils first. Coda Ingvar. There's Justin Havberlik. 4 points last night for Justin. Cotner right there, number 13. James Owascu on defense. And number 4 as well, Tim Costner. And Kyle Dietrich in net, as we said. Back to Weber State. in the lineup. We're going to take a break from the national anthem. We'll come back with the rest of the Weber State starting lineup. Just about ready to get underway. Anyway, let's get back to the Weber State starting lineup. Like you said, Jason, a little bit different first line for them. It's going to be Anthony Modric, Alex Pizarro, and Dax Hobbs on that first line. So no Braxton Green on that top line tonight. I mean, what do you think Coach is trying to do there, trying to change it up just a little bit?
Yeah, I think the coach is just trying to get a little bit more production out of this unit. That's head coach Joe Flieger. You know, it seemed like in yesterday's game they felt really dependent on Braxton Green. Now, the actual goal was scored by Zachary Endicott, assisted by Dax Hobbs, who's their leading point scorer. But Braxton Green was kind of the catalyst for their offense. He's their captain, he was their leader, and he was their offensive driving force in last night's game. Hopefully, they're going to get something out of someone else, because if they're not starting Green, I'm a little worried they might get off to a slow start in this one.
We are underway here from Oceanside, opening face-off. Taken away by number 8, Jacob Holmes, back in the lineup tonight after an injury last night. He'll dump it in. Dax Hobbs gives chase, gets it into Pizarro. Pizarro dumps it on Anthony Modric, but he can't quite control it, and the Sun Devils look to get it out. They can't quite do it. Kept in the line there by Dax Hobbs and thrown in deep. Picked up here by Jacob Holmes. Holmes can't quite hold it in. Actually does. Nice job by Dax Hobbs holding it at the blue line. But it's taken away by Tim Conzer. I called him Costner last night, my apologies. Now the Sun Devils have it here. They'll dump it in deep, and they'll go for a change early on. Picked up here by number 5, Jake Weber, the defenseman. He comes in across center ice, tries to get it in. Nice shot by the Sun Devils. And here's Morgan. He's going to come in 1-on-2. Takes a big shot. Nice save. Ian Frank right off the bat there. Here's number 20 for the Sun Devils in deep. That's Jason Kuta. Shot on there by the Sun Devils, turned away and taken back here by number 19 for Weber State. Nice job defensively by Jacob Weissman, though. They're not Guides off the puck. Minute and 20 seconds into this one. You know, interesting, last night, Jason, the Sun Devils got off to a quick start, scoring within the first 90 seconds. So I want to ask you again, how important is it going to be that first goal for either team, whoever scores first?
Yeah, it's definitely important when it comes to momentum. You know, the start of this game reminded me a little bit of the start of last game. Both games, Weber State controlled the face-off. They got a better shot on goal last game. They weren't able to put one on net in this one. But whoever gets out to that 1-0 lead, they control the pace of the game after that. That's important.
Face-off on by Guides, just misses to the left of Kyle Dietrich. And now it's dumped in to the Weber State zone. They'll reset. Arizona State goes for a change, and it's picked up by Curtis Snowball near center ice. Snowball tries to get it. Picked up by John Randall, center ice. He's going to come in. He takes a shot. Throws it just wide. Other than that there. Picked up by the Sun Devils in deep. And now turned away by Weber State. Picked up by Randall near the face-off circle. Shot on by Randall. Misses once again. Got to try and get those shots on net. Doesn't do you any good to keep missing like that, 5 feet wide. And it's picked up now by Guides. Guides can't quite get out of the zone. John Randall shot on, misses again. Wide in that, another shot on, rebound chance there. Number 21, Mike Granato with a nice shot. Good job offensively here by the Sun Devils on this shift to try and grab some momentum as it's picked up by number 12. Zach Endicott, the goal scorer last night. And now it's 21, Landon Aylor. Aylor gets a shot on, rebound given up. Spick still loose in front. Dietrich just goes wide of the net. Oh my goodness. Big break there for the Sun Devils. Now it's Ben Winter, number 29, making his debut for the Sun Devils here this evening. On this fourth line with McEwen and Inzer. They can't quite control it. Jacob Holmes has it now in his own zone. Tries to get it out, can't quite do it. Gotta do a better job in your own zone, do you not, Jason? If you're Weber State, they had some problems with that last night as well.
Yeah, that was their biggest issue, you could say, last night. Just unable to get the puck clear, and there it happens once again. ASU offense is doing a good job keeping it in the attacking zone.
Now it's Weber State that brings it out. It's Miller, can't quite find his teammate. There's Dax Hobbs trying to find Arnold, goes, misses everybody, and now James Owascu chases after it. Owascu back to line, it's home. Shot on, deflected. Shot pass in front, looking for Tyler Arnold, just misses over the top of the net. Now it's Jesse Love. Love gets it across to Holmes. There's Holmes, shot on, just misses wide. Picked up by Owascu. Owascu gets it around, picked up by Love near the blue line. Now it's Hobbs. He throws it all the way in deep for Weber State. Chasing after it is Holmes, picked up here by Pizarro near the blue line. Pizarro works in front, blocked away there by Justin Havrillik, and now it's picked up by number 18 once again. That is Joey McEwen. Sun Devil debut for him. He works defensively against Pizarro here. Pizarro tries to take a shot on, but it's picked up by Consner in his own zone, and Consner tries to get it out. Kept into the line, though, by Love. Now it's Havrillik, and he'll throw it all the way down. Sun Devils will change it up. Great shift there by Weber State as they bring it back into the offensive zone. Good start for them here. Trying to find Anthony Modric for Weber State. Can't quite do it. And now the Sun Devils work it up near center ice. Thrown in deep. Icing is going to be the call. And Jason, so far so good for Weber State. That last shift for them looked really good against the Sun Devils' fourth line.
Yeah, I mean, both teams seem to be trying to up the pace a little bit from last night's game. Weber State keeping their possession, keeping the puck in the attacking zone, just doing a good job offensively. And on the ASU side of things, seems like they're just trying to put as many shots on Ian Frank as they can, as early and often try and wear down the very solid Weber State goalie.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a key, is that puck control ability for them tonight. That's one thing that they didn't really have a lot of last night. So if they can set the tone with that puck control, it's going to be huge for them. As Braxton Green wins the faceoff here, and it ends up out of play, and we'll have a faceoff back inside the Arizona State defensive zone.
And it is worth talking about. I mean, Weber State at many points last night did look like the crisper team. They just couldn't quite get it in the net.
See what happens here as Randall takes the faceoff for ASU. It's won by Endicott. Endicott throws it in deep. And now it's going to be Goidice here in deep. But nice job defensively by Dan Kinsey to grab the puck. There he goes again with his speed. Dumps it in deep. Granado gives chase here. Leclerc just misses the puck there for ASU. Picked up by Snowball in his own zone. He didn't bring it up. He finds Goidice near his own blue line. Tries to find Braxton Green. Can't quite do it. Picked up now by Granado. Granado brings it across the blue line into the zone. Nice job defensively there by Zach Endicott, though. Now it's Arnold. He tries to get it out, and the Sun Devils will have to bring it out to reset here. And Justin Butler, not Jamie Butler, throws it in deep, and the Sun Devils go for a change here. Number 11 for the Sun Devils is Jacob Wiseman, gets it across to Dan Kinsey, and we were very impressed with the offensive ability of Dan Kinsey last night, and here he goes again trying to make a move offensively into the zone, but nice job defensively by Weber State to kind of keep ASU off the puck for just a bit. Kinsey controls the blue line, he keeps it in, nice keep by him. Kinsey back to the blue line, shot on, just misses wide. Picked up here by Arizona State, and they throw it in deep. It's number 9 again, Justin Butler. Butler works it over to Weissman. Now it's Arnold. Arnold tries to clear. In deep, shot on, puck's loose. Let's see if Sun Devils still control it. Nice job by Sun Devils. Keeping shot, it just goes high and wide on Frank, and he has to lay out. His helmet comes off to make the stop there. Nice job offensively there by the Sun Devils, probably their best offensive opportunity so far.
Yeah, I mean, this still wasn't enough to break Ian Frank, but they're definitely trying to wear him out there, making him use a lot of energy on that possession. Like you said, Dan Kenzie was very impressive with his puck handling yesterday. That was actually a defensive pairing of the two defensemen I was most impressed with last night, especially offensively. Wiseman and Kenzie, they brought a lot to the table, and they showed it in that possession.
Chance there by the Sun Devils, blocked away though by the defense. Back at the blue line, it's going to come all the way out and they'll have to reset. There's 29 Winter, tries to find McEwen, can't get to McEwen, now it's brought in with speed by Pizarro. Pizarro takes a shot, bad save by Dietrich. Picked up by Weber State in the offensive zone, kept into the line by Modric. Modric gets it now in the slot area, just misses wide. Maybe Dietrich got a pad on it, tough to tell from our angle. And now it's going to be the Sun Devils that bring it out. Here's Ben Winter across the line into his offensive zone. Shot on, nice save by Frank. Sun Devils battle in deep here on the forecheck. And now it's Pizarro that controls for Weber State. Gets it up. Dax Hops can't quite enter the zone. Pizarro enters here, tries to make a move. Nice job defensively by Owascu. Kept in at the line by Pizarro. 3 Sun Devils grab it. And we're going to have a whistle. Offside is the call there.
Something I've noticed last night's game and so far in this one, Kyle Dietrich seems like the type of goalie. He kind of gets going the more the game goes on, the longer he's out there. Right now he's letting some rebounds out. He's not able to smother everything like he started doing the second half of the second period and the third period last night. Weber State might be looking to try and score early in this one. That first goal, like we talked about, Richard, very important for either team.
Sun Devils win the faceoff back to Owascu. Owascu tries to find Konzer. Konzer works up at Kokno, and now it's going to be blown dead. Offside is the call again. And so the puck is going to be brought outside the zone, and so far no score. Well played so far by both teams. A lot different start than last night. I think the play is a lot more even, I think, would you say, so far rather than last night?
Yeah, the play seems more even. I think both teams are playing a little crisper than they were last night. The passing's a little bit better, the clearing's happening a little bit easier, and we're seeing some good long offensive attacks from both sides to start this one off. Just nothing doing in terms of goals yet.
Braxton Green battles for Weber State there, kept in line by Endicott. Endicott throws it in deep, looking for Green. Now it's Green here, the captain of Weber State. Now Endicott gets it in deep again as they look to go on the forecheck. Here's Green. Nice job hitting into the boards. Can't quite keep it in, so they'll have to touch up. And now it's Connor for Arizona State. He comes in across the line with speed. He's got a man with him. Nice job defensively, though, to break it up by Weber State. Here's Weissman. Throws it in hard and fast on that one, and the Sun Devils will change it up. And now it's Weber State that brings it outside their own zone. Gets it up to number 8 here. Big shot, nice pad save. Rebound in front, puck still loose in behind now. And Weber State is going to control. Sun Devils all come away with it. Here's Granado looking for Leclerc. Icing is going to be the call, so the faceoff will come all the way back down in the Sun Devils zone.
Those were the kinds of chances Weber State wasn't getting last night. They had a puck in front of the net, they had the puck loose behind the net. Dietrich's not smothering everything to start this one out, and one of those rebounds, eventually someone's going to put that in the back of the net.
I think, yeah, it's definitely something to look for, as he did a very good job of holding the rebounds last night. In front there, chance by Miller. Nice job defensively by the Sun Devils to block it away, and it's picked up by Granado. And he'll throw it in all the way back into the Weber State zone. Here's number 21 for Weber State, Landon Aylor with the puck now. Finds Ashworth, Coleman Ashworth. Brings it out of his own zone. But it's picked up by Hefter now in his own zone. He finds Hanlon. Allen near center ice now. Can't quite find the stick of his own player. Now it's Aylor in his own zone. Finds Ashworth far side. Ashworth tries to get it out. Can't do it. Kept in here by the Sun Devils. In deep now are the Sun Devils looking to go on the forecheck. That's number 9. Butler. Butler, nice job there by him. Chance in front, shot on, rebound given up by Frank, but he covers up. No Sun Devils in front there, interestingly enough. Maybe if you're ASU, you got to get more people in front of the net in case he gives up a rebound.
Yeah, that's something that's been going on for the last few minutes in this one. ASU has not been getting many shots off on Ian Frank in the past 5 minutes or so. And that's because Weber State's been really forcing them towards the boards whenever they've had the puck.
Face off one by Morgan. He gets a shot away. Rebound given up. Nice job, though, to get it back to the blue line. Shot by Hefter goes wide. Rebound still here. Fouled on now. It's Butler. Butler tries to get a shot away there to Hefter, and Hefter can't get it away. Butler in deep now. Gets it in front. Nice block away. There, and now it's going to be Dax Hobbs. He gets a shot on, and nice save there by Dietrich again. That was a nice 2-on-1 opportunity for Weber State with Dax Hobbs and Anthony Modric, but they couldn't capitalize again.
Yeah, I feel like we saw a lot of that during last night's game from Dax Hobbs. He's a big-time playmaker. He'll get himself breakaways. He'll get good chances at a shot. He's just been centering a lot of these shots right into Dietrich's body.
Face off here in the Weber State offensive zone. They win it cleanly. Back of the line, it's Brown. Jacob Holmes, my bad. Now it's Dax Hobbs in deep. Now it's Conzer that picks it up for the Sun Devils. He tries to get it out. Holmes keeps it in for Weber State. Now it's Modric. Modric finds Hobbs, who fans on the shot. Gets a shot away there. Goes wide. Now it's the Sun Devils who try to get it out of their defensive zone. They do. Here comes Conzer. Finds a teammate far side. Rebound in front. Havrilik couldn't quite get a stick on it, however, and so the Sun Devils will reset here. They throw it in deep, and they'll change it up. With approaching 9 minutes to go, first period, no score here in Tempe. So far, so good. Very fast-paced game so far. Good chances by both teams. Nyler's found the back of the net, however. Picked up by Kenzie. He throws it in deep. Here's Inzer now. Inzer finds Winter near boards. Picked up by McEwen. Shot by McEwen. Bounces off Inzer in deep now. Wraparound chance. Puck's loose in behind. Gets it to McEwen. Shot on. Puck's loose in front. Beautiful clear there by number 19 for Weber State. Josh Greedens trying to help out his goaltender. Now it's in deep again for the Sun Devils. Greedice picks it up. Taken away, back to Kinsey near the blue line. Kinsey shot away, goes wide. Picked up far side now. Number 11, Jacob Weissman. They'll throw it in deep. And now it's Greedice now for Weber State. He gets it out, finds Braxton Green, battles on with Weissman, and the Sun Devils will change it up. Under 8 minutes to go in this one. Weber State changes it up as well. Weissman has it here in deep for the Sun Devils in their own zone. Finds Kinsey. Kinsey throws it all the way down. This is going to be icing. And so Weber State will get another offensive zone face-off with under 8 minutes to go. No score.
Things have gotten really back and forth the past few minutes, but for the most part I've been very impressed with the puck control by both teams. Their possessions have been possessions. These pucks aren't flying back and forth. Not a lot of dumping and chasing going on. A lot of crisp passing on either side. Someone's bound to score sooner or later.
Very clean game for both teams, as well as here's LeClaire trying to break free, can't do it. And now it's going to be 3-on-3 here for Weber State. It's Miller, tries to find Ashworth, can't do it. And now it's going to be LeClaire. He's got a teammate with him, 2-on-2. Granado shot on, pat save, rebound. Whistle is blown, however. And so the score remains 0-0.
Yeah,
Great chance there for Arizona State.
That looked like it was going to be the one to finally get someone on the board. 2-on-1 breakaway, still not quite enough. Maybe a little too cute trying to get the pass right in front of the net. Certainly would have been a good setup if they could have connected on it. And with the way both of these teams have been passing in this one, I guess why not go for another one? Might have been better off just trying to get a shot off on Ian Frank, though.
Yeah, I just caught Jordan LeClaire coming back to the bench after that chance, shaking his head. Disappointed that he didn't get the goal there. Now it's number 12, Endicott, who clears the puck outside the zone. The Sun Devils will reset here. Here's Hanlon. in his own zone, works it up to Morgan. Morgan throws it in deep, but it's covered up there by Ian Frank. Offensive zone faceoff coming for ASU. 7 minutes to go, first period. Walter Cronkite Sports Network, as always, bringing you ASU hockey action. Today, ASU Weber State. Next week, we're going to have 4 games for you over 2 days. ASU U of A D1 and ASU NAU D2. All 4 of those games you can catch live on Cronkite Sports. Huge hit near center ice laid down by Cam Morgan. Actually, is it Brady Morgan? Excuse me. Cam Morgan has left. He's now graduated, of course.
Yeah, definitely excited for next weekend's slot of games. Those interstate rivalries, they're good no matter who's playing them. And in the hockey rink, I mean, those will get physical for you.
Yeah, and this place is going to be full. We encourage you, if you're listening, if you can, come out here to Oceanside for the ASU U of A series. It is a fun atmosphere to behold because this place is completely packed. I believe it's 7:30 puck drop both nights, Friday, Saturday. You can catch those games on cronkitesports.com, of course. Nick Merrick, as always, will be on the call, and I think Austin Controlis, who's our normal. Here's a shut on here by. Yeah, Austin Controlis is not going to be here for next week. He's going to be covering ASU and Notre Dame next week, so cool for him. I'll take being at a hockey rink any day, though. I don't know about you, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, ASU Notre Dame, football is a collision sport. Hockey's where you get the real contact out there. These guys are physical.
Exactly. Arizona State brings it out of their own zone, looking for Ingbar. No icing. They're going to wave it off and going to have a delayed call, I do believe. See what the call is. It's going to be roughing. Number 8. That will be Jacob Holmes going to the box. So Arizona State going on the power play with 6 minutes to go, first period.
And Coach LeClaire has to be happy, just as Sun Devils aren't the first ones to see someone go to the box after all of those penalties during last night's game. ASU's special teams on both sides of the ice looked pretty good yesterday. Obviously, you might give a little bit more credit to the PK unit than the power play unit. But let's see, this might be enough to break this scoreless tie.
Sun Devils win the faceoff. Here's Weissman shot on, just goes wide. Picked up here by Jacob Weber. Weber looking to clear for Weber State, kept in line by Cotner. Now it's Ingbar in deep for the Sun Devils. Fouled on by number 12 Endicott. Now it's Cotner, tries to get it back to the line and cleared nicely by Braxton Green. The Sun Devils will have to reset, $1:40 left to go on the 5-on-4 for the Sun Devils. They will reset here. Here's Havrillik, 2 goals last night for him. Finds Weissman. Weissman in with speed across the line, throws it in deep, all the way around. It's Kevin Hanlon that keeps it in, but taken away by Braxton Green. He clears again. Nice job on the PK so far to make sure that puck gets out as soon as it finds a Weber State stick. Picked up by the Sun Devils here. Brady Morgan comes in, wraps around, finds a teammate there, comes in, shot on, they score! How about that? Number 9, that's Justin Butler, gets his first goal of the season on the power play, 1-0 Sun Devils.
And that's just classic power play math right there. The attack has 5 guys, the defense has 4. There's gonna be a spot where they just can't block anymore for that penalty kill unit. They were certainly blocking to Frank's glove side, brought it around to the stick side, and Frank was on his own on the wrong side of the net. ASU gets on the board first.
Just waiting on and it was Justin Butler. Brady Morgan gets the assist. Huge goal for Arizona State to give them the lead on the power play. Their 3rd power play goal in the last 2 nights. As they'll throw it in deep here. So ASU has the momentum now after that goal. It's Weissman at the blue line. Weissman throws it in. Big rebound in front. Controlled by Arizona State, however. Shot on in front here. Puck still loose. Jordan LeClaire in deep, and little extracurricular here as I believe Ian Frank covered that one up.
Yeah, hard to say exactly what was going on. They certainly played through the whistle that time. Looks like nothing getting too chippy out there, which is good. Game got a little heated a few times during last night's game. Everyone still, there was good sportsmanship out there. despite some of the sloppy play. It's certainly good to not see things getting too chippy at the start of this one.
Justin Butler, last season for Arizona State, put up 35 points, second on the team. So now graduated Cam Morgan, so if he gets on the board with his first points of the season, I believe, making sure, yeah, that was his first goal, first point of the season for Justin Butler on that last power play for Arizona State. And now it's Ben Winter that's going to take the draw for them, but it's going to be Jacob Weber that wins for Weber State. And they'll work it up here, but taken away by Dan Kinsey at center ice. He works it in deep, throws it in now, picked up by Weber. Gets it across to his teammate there as they look to clear it out. Here's Modric. Modric gives it right back to Iwaski. Iwaski finds Winter. Winter finds Modric. Modric in over the line, shot on, nice save. Once again, right into the chest.
Yeah, that's definitely becoming a pattern for these Weber State Wildcats. Again, impressive stick work, good puck control, not a whole lot of passing going on that time, but crisp passing when they've had to. The shots, they're not challenging Kyle Dietrich enough, and he's not letting any rebounds out on those shots right into his chest protector.
Face off won by the Sun Devils. Iwaski gets it to Cotner. Cotner now looks for Konzer in behind in the Sun Devil zone. Now it's number 17, Arizona State, Dakota Ingbar. Cotner now near center ice. Tries to find Havrelik, broken up by Weber. Weber gets it into the Weber State offensive zone, but it's Konzer that gets it all the way back to center ice. Jake Weber for Weber State. There's your play on words for the day. Weber finds it again near center ice. Tries to get it in the zone. Iwaski, though, nice job by him. Finds Konzer. Konzer finds Ingbar. Ingbar works it into the offensive zone. Broken up, though, by Holmes. Ingbar and Holmes go to work in the Weber State zone, finally won by Weber State, and they'll look to clear it here. As Tyler Arnold brings it across. Tyler Arnold, shot on there, what a glove save though by Kyle Dietrich. What a chance that was by number 15, Coleman Ashworth. Flashing the glove was Kyle Dietrich.
Yeah, that's the commentator's curse there, working in Weber State's favor. Just talking about how all these shots are going right into Kyle Dietrich's body. Certainly challenged him with that one. He stepped up to the task. Great glove save.
Weber State loses the faceoff, kept in though by Jesse Love. Comes all the way out, now it's the goal scorer, Butler. He comes in across the line. Finds his teammate, now it's Morgan in front. Gets it turned away though, however, by Snowball. Snowball tries to find his teammate, but it's broken up by Jason Kuta and out of play. Face off at center ice now coming.
And you know, Richard, we looked at it like ASU was going to pick up a lot of the momentum following that power play goal. It's still been back and forth, though, since that happened for the rest of this first period.
Yeah, it has. Face off one here to Jesse Love. Love at center ice, gets it broken up by Butler. Butler over to Hanlon in the Sun Devil zone. Hanlon still has it in the Sun Devil zone now as he brings it across. Works it up to center ice and Brady Morgan. Morgan with speed across the line. Doesn't have a teammate with him, and it's going to be Braxton Green that comes away with it. Braxton Green comes across. He's going to gain the zone here with his teammate Snowball. It's onside. Nice job defensively, though, by Weissman, and Weissman comes in with speed. He's got Kuta and Butler with him. Finds Butler. Butler finds Kuta in front. They score. What a beautiful ticky-tacky-toe passing play that was by that line. Justin Butler finds Jason Kuta in front. 2-0 Sun Devils.
Absolute beauty right there. That's exactly how you draw it up in practice. Butler drew the goalie and Frank over to that glove side, passed it backwards, easily found Jason Kuta right in front of the net. Just had to put it in that top right corner.
I mean, that is a goal scorer's dream, is it not? Wide open for ages for Jason Kuta. He gets on the board for the first time this season, I do believe. Yep, his first points of the season, first goal of the season for him. So 2-0 as we approach the 2-minute warning. Arizona State has the lead. So We're trying to find Kuta's stats here. I believe he's a freshman. He's a sophomore. First season with Arizona State, however. Gets the goal there, and now it's Pizarro. He works in and across the line, makes a move. Tries to find his teammate, broken up though by Granado. Here's Granado. Nice job defensively by Dax Hobbs, however. Now it's picked up by Weber in his own zone. Weber finds Holmes. Holmes back to Weber, deep pairing. How do you like their play, by the way? I think they played pretty solid, Holmes and Weber.
Yeah, you know, I think they've probably been the most impressive out of these Weber State defensive pairings. Been able to bail out Ian Frank, whereas a lot of these other defensive units are really putting the pressure on him.
Now it's Dan Kinsey in his own zone. Kinsey 13-6 shots on goal in favor of Arizona State. Yeah, in favor of Arizona State, 13-6 unofficially. Ryan Hess, how about that? That's why he's here.
Yes, certainly tons of credit to our production wizard, Ryan Hess, also keeping track of the shots on goal. We've got Joey Hardy on camera for us this afternoon. Many thanks to the production team. We wouldn't have a broadcast to bring you guys if it wasn't for these guys.
Exactly. Next week we're going full board because we're going to have intermission for you. 3-man intermission. I believe it's going to be Julian Lopez, Carla Bombard, Kennedy Collier. So when intermission comes around, stick around, watch those guys. They work hard. I'm sure you'll like them. Shot goes wide here, picked up by Konzer for the Sun Devils. Just under 40 seconds to go, first period, 2-0 ASU leads. Kept on the line by Weber State, but it's a Waskew that comes up with it and clears. Now it's Havrillik. 4 points last night for him, big game. Hasn't got on the board yet this evening, or this afternoon, I'm sorry. Battle right down in front of us here, taken away by Baxton Green. 16 to go. Green comes in across the line with speed. Let's see what he can do. Backhand right off the pads. Back to the line by Snowball. Nice block there by Cotner. 6 to go, first period. Konzer gets it battled on here. Far corner. Green in front, looking for Snowball. Puck's loose in front. And Dietrich covers up at the buzzer, and here we go. Here we go to end the period. How about that?
Yeah, these teams got into it a bit yesterday, and that time it looked like James Iwascu did not appreciate something Josh Guida said or did in that one. He went after him right there. But I was about to comment there on Braxton Green's impact for this Weber State attack in that last possession there. Braxton Green is instant offense. He has incredible puck control. The deking ability of Braxton Green is just impressive. And he was able to create not one but 2 chances for them, maybe their best 2 chances of the afternoon so far.
Yeah, a lot of Weber State guys in front of the net on that final chance at the end of the period. But it is 2-1 Sun Devils after 1. And you know, one thing that we need to point out is only 1 penalty that entire period. I think that was probably surprised us both.
Yeah, definitely a pleasant surprise, as we both, I think, rather see some penalty-free hockey. They're doing a better job keeping it clean out there. Maybe ASU having shaken off some of the rust that they might have been playing with yesterday. Weber State not playing quite as frustrated as they might have gotten into second and third periods yesterday. Things did get heated there at the end of the first. We'll keep our eyes on that. But for now, I am very happy that we're watching a good, clean game. As much as I like the power play, as much as I like special teams, I do like watching some 5-on-5 hockey too when I get a chance, Richard.
I do indeed as well, and that's going to do it for us here. After 1, it's 2-0 Sun Devils. Richard Flores and Jason Chesser with you. We'll come back in just a bit for the second period.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Roth, and I'm a senior defender from West Covina, California on the women's soccer team. I am studying biochemistry, and I'm also a member of the Barrett Honors College at ASU. Education gives you like power and knowledge, and with that you can improve the world and stuff. So that's always been important to me. Being a part of the Barrett Honors College, people think you're nerds and crazy, but you know, that's the fun in it. It creates a small sense of community in this large university, and you also have very dedicated professors who want to teach you these critical thinking skills. I have a presidential academic scholarship, so it's one of the top academic scholarships that you can have here at ASU. The scholarship means to me is that somebody actually believes in you and they want you to improve the world. Like, they're giving their money to you to actually get your education to improve the world and come up with solutions for the world's problems. These past 2 summers, I've had an internship at TGen, which is a research institute in downtown Phoenix. Out of 500 applicants, I was actually chosen twice for 2 summers to be part of the 45 Helios Scholars. Once I graduate, I know I want to go into eye health. I'm really passionate about eyes because I have had tons of eye problems. I've had to wear sports goggles my sophomore year playing soccer here, so that's really inspired me to want to go on and help people with their vision.
That's really what makes Arizona State University unique, is that in order to really get a good feel for the university, you would have to talk to the people that live there, that play there, that study there, that thrive there. I mean, we do have 4 campuses across the state, and each one's unique and each one's beautiful in their own way, but overall we're one university in many places.
Just the experience through the football, through the professors, through the student body, there's just no other place like this.
Wherever you go, you see pitchforks everywhere, and I loved it when I came here, and I just figured it was meant to be my next home.
We're moving so forward and being so progressive. You look around ASU right now and there's buildings being sprung up, and things happen so quickly, and it's exciting to be part of it.
Everybody who's here wants to do something amazing with their degree, and they all have so much ambition, and it's great to be around that because it brings you up too.
You come to ASU and you can really do anything you want and whatever you want based on what you're passionate about and what you want to do. When you're a Sun Devil, anything's possible.
It's like the best feeling ever, probably what I live for, because you come on stage and then the lights hit you and you can't see the audience at all, really. It's just you and you're doing what you love.
It's almost surreal. Game day comes and it's a really cool feeling, all the adrenaline and all those fans, all those crazy rowdy students waiting for you, and it'll never get old. I still get butterflies to this day because this place really has become a part of me, and I'll always be a Sun Devil. That'll never change.
Being a Sun Devil means pride, it means tradition. We're representing Arizona State by playing softball and going out and getting a national championship for our university.
Motivation for me comes from inspiration. It comes from the people that I've met. It comes from every single patient that I've come across. Every single one of them has touched me in some way, and that has given me fire to go on. And maybe I'm not going to help the entire world, but that doesn't mean I can't touch one person's life.
Oh, it's unreal. And I kind of had a dream to use engineering to help people, but I never expected it to happen in my sophomore year of college. And that's all because of ASU here and all the innovation they have that allows the students to actually solve real-world problems.
Everybody strives to be the greatest here. There's a lot of opportunities to go forward, to just be that better person. I gotta say, it's a life-changing experience.
I think the one thing that unites all the campuses at ASU is that we're all just moving. We're moving forward.
We learn about people here. We are one community. We are one student body. We have so much energy. We have so much passion. And I've loved every second of being a Sun Devil.
Become the voice for those who don't have one. Be the eyes for those who can't see. Listen to the story for those who can't hear. Explore the world so others can as well. Become a journalist. Start here. ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. Your story begins here.
Hello, friends. Here at WCSN, we have a tradition of anchor tryouts.
The ASU Arizona State football team is getting ready to gear up for the start of their football campaign.
The ASU football team is getting ready to head into camp to get their season underway.
The ASU football team is gearing up for their 2013 season.
Friends, it's a tradition unlike any other.
The ASU football team is gearing up for their 2013 season.
This is WCSN.
Both my mom and dad played basketball in Indiana, the Hoosier capital. They're both fans of the Bulls, growing up in the 90s, and I'm a 90s baby. So they love Jordan and the Bulls era, so my parents threw me into sports kind of early to try to get an advantage because they knew that it was possible that I could become a professional athlete. I have a strong Arizona family base here, Most of the people have been supporting me and my family with basketball since I was a little kid. So, you know, having my family here watch me, you know, every home game, my grandmother, it was a huge factor. And my mom's an alumnus from Arizona State, so I kind of had the ASU blood in my system from a kid. A lot of people figured that I had bad grades in high school and that I wasn't a smart kid, but you know, the NCAA requires a certain grade point average with a certain SAT or ACT scale. My grade point average was about a 2.9 and I needed a 19 on my ACT and I got an 18, so I was kind of off just a little bit on the sliding scale, which made me ineligible for the first year. It was tough, you know, it was the first time that I ever had to sit out for basketball as far as, you know, not my choice. You know, the community was behind me throughout the whole thing, you know, fans from little kids to the senior citizens to alumnus. Everybody gave me Twitter, Facebook, Instagram support, you know, supporting my family. I just felt like the whole community and the whole state was behind me because they wanted to see me be able to play with Arizona State. I knew that I had to come back and be that much more better because people were expecting that much more out of me. So I just played with a chip on my shoulder. I played with the Lion's heart. I just came out and Coach Sinet gave me the free reign to be able to make plays and play my basketball game. I'm not going to be playing basketball for the rest of my life. I feel like I want to market myself a little bit better, and having a degree behind you is a lot better when you're trying to get jobs after basketball. My mom's a professor, so she's huge on degrees. You know, if I go to the NBA without getting my degree, she does want me to come back and finish up my education. So it's an opportunity for me to even be a student athlete. You know, getting my education paid for is a blessing. They say college is the best time of your life, and so far it's been the best time of my life. I'm going to remember that when I'm in the NBA.
Imagine what it feels like to be a champion. To have sold-out crowds every game. To know that night in and night out, your team is the best.
1-0 pitch, swung on in this loop into shallow right field. That'll drop, and the Sun Devils have won it!
We all want to win, but are you willing to do what it takes to get there? Are you willing to make a year-round commitment to being a Sun Devil? Will you be there for us every game, helping us win? Make a difference by joining the Sun Devil Club. It's one thing to be there when history is made, but wouldn't it be great to know you helped make history? One devil at a time, we all join the club.
When you support AID, you're doing more than supporting the programs you love. You're supporting possibilities. You're making sure there's a place for independent voices, ideas, and perspectives. You're opening children's minds, helping them discover who they are and what they can be. You're giving everyone the chance to find inspiration from the arts. And you're opening doors to the wonders of the world. To discover more, experience more, be more. Support possibilities. Support Arizona PBS. Thank you.
I get to do what I love to do every day. And I see that as nothing but a gift. You know, I think that's a gift that I get to wake up and go play volleyball and go to school. And that's something that I love to do. So in order to kind of say thank you, because I can't really say thank you other than, you know, to succeed and do well. But in order to give back, I go help the community and give my service and do what I need to do in order to give back, and I think that's really the only way I can really express my gratitude for this opportunity to be a student athlete. I'm involved with the Sparky's Tour program where we travel around to different schools around the valley and talk about character, and Sparky is an acronym, so every letter stands for a different part of character. S stands for self-discipline, P stands for positive, A is for active, R is for respect, K is for knowledge, and Y is for yourself.
It's awesome. We can show them, it's cool to be a good person, to have good character. We bring Sparky with us, and Sparky steals the show. So it's really a great feeling to see them react to it and to have so much energy and enthusiasm because ASU is coming to their school. My dream was always to play at ASU. I can honestly say I would not want to be anywhere else but part of the Sun Devil family. And I love it here. I love ASU. I love this school, this program. I love it. I love it.
Gentlemen, it's time. You've worked very, very hard to get to this moment, and it is now time to show who we are. We are not Tucson. This is Tempe, Arizona. Sun Devils football, gentlemen. The Pac-12, brother. It's time for us to put it on the line and get out there and show them how to tailgate for Sun Devil football! Yeah! Go Devils! Woo! Woo! Ha!
2-0 is our score after one period of play. Arizona State leads it. Welcome back to Walter Cronkite Sports Network's coverage of Arizona State Division II Elite Hockey. My name is Richard Flores, and with me as always is Jason Chesler. And Jason, let's talk about Justin Butler. 2 points in that first period, coming in last season as the second leading scorer on the Sun Devils, and now he's making his name known here to start the season, just the second game.
Yeah, I mean, you knew Justin Butler had to have a pretty decent game out there if the Sun Devils were going to get a lot of goal production going. Cameron Morgan, last year's leading point scorer, he's of course graduated. Ryan Moore, a top 5 point scorer from last year, he's out for the game after his game misconduct in last night's matchup. Justin Butler, he's going to have to contribute for this team, and he's doing it so far in this afternoon's matchup.
Exactly. Also, how about Jason Kuta as well? Parking himself in front of the net, grabbing the pass from Justin Butler to get his first goal as a Sun Devil. Nice to see that as well.
Yeah, I was impressed by Kuta in last night's game, too. He couldn't quite make it happen in terms of scoring a goal. He actually didn't get an assist either. No points scored. But Kuta and his line as a whole, I thought looked pretty solid last night. They did a good job pressuring Ian Frank. And, it's good for a guy like Kuta to see him actually get something out of it. Because when Ian Frank's in net, pressure's not a lot of the time. You need to do something special to get one past him.
Let's talk about Weber State. At the end of that period, they got probably their best chance of the game. Bodies and everything flying in front of the net. Do they get any momentum from that, or do the Sun Devils just move on and keep playing?
It's tough to say. On one hand, it's kind of unfortunate for Weber State. They get that good possession going, and then they immediately have to go into an intermission as once again Richard's papers just scattered everywhere up here in the press box. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for Weber State that they had to go right into intermission when they were getting so much pressure on Kyle Dietrich and this ASU defense. But still, they can apply what they learned, what worked out that time, which was a lot of Braxton Green setting up his teammates, and a lot of just trying to keep the puck in front of the net, shooting it low, shooting it frequently, trying to get a couple rebounds. Eventually, one of those rebounds is going to find its way back into the twine.
And especially, it seemed like Weber State to me did a better job of when they were in the offensive zone, when they won the faceoffs. That seemed when they were able to really get things going on the forecheck is when they were able to win that opening faceoff.
Yeah, I agree with that, Richard. I think Weber State, we don't have the faceoff stats in front of us, but it feels like they're controlling a decent percentage of these faceoffs. And when they don't have to move the puck through the neutral zone, when they don't have to clear the puck out of their own defensive zone either, which has been a struggle for them in both of these games against this high-pressure Sun Devil team, that is when they've been able to set up better, get better offensive chances. Whereas when they've had to take it kind of all the way coast to coast, Braxton Green skating around with it, doing his best deking work, seems like their best option. So they might need to figure something out, use some of their crisper passing to try and advance it, especially when Green's not out there.
Yeah, definitely be nice to see Weber State's second, third, and fourth lines pick it up just a little bit, because we saw ASU already with Justin Butler and Jason Kuta. Getting that secondary scoring is so important in this game. And by the way, we have a penalty on the board to start for Weber State. Number 19, Josh Guidice is going to start in the box, so ASU is going to get the power play for slashing at the end of that period. So power play opportunity right off the bat for ASU.
Yeah, and that's certainly going to kill any momentum Weber State got going from that last solid attack. We did see at the end of the period James Ewescu from ASU getting into it kind of with Guidice. I guess it was that slashing that kind of sparked that. As ASU will start things off with the power play, they're going to get right on the attack to get things underway.
And they win the opening face-off and throw it in deep on Ian Frank. Frank can't control it, and now it's the Sun Devils who have it here. Number 20. That's Jason Kuta, a goal scorer already, has the puck now, finds Morgan far side. Morgan works it to Hefter, back to Morgan, back to Hefter near the point. Over to Kenzie, near side. Kenzie works, throws it in deep. Finds number 9, Justin Butler, goal scorer already. He works it in deep, looking in front, tries to get in front, can't quite find a man though. And now it's Butler who continues to work on the forecheck for the Sun Devils. In deep, Jake Weber there as well defensively. And the puck winds up in the glove of Ian Frank. Offensive zone face-off coming out for the Sun Devils.
Not a bad attack coming out from the Sun Devils. You did see not quite as much puck movement as you might have hoped for. Dan Kenzie was out pretty far wide there. They were looking to spread things out, it looked like, but they kind of kept things right in Gretzky's alley, as they say, right behind the net. Maybe want to do a better job spreading it out, taking advantage of the man up that they've got.
Coda Ingbar gets kicked out, so it'll be Rillick who takes the face-off for the Sun Devils, and it's one back to Hanlon. Allen here, shot on there by number, I believe that was 11. So that'll be Jacob Wiseman. Just a shot away there, but it ends up in the netting and out of play, and Sun Devils get another face-off. Here is Havrillik. Nice job there by Pizarro to win the face-off, but the Sun Devils control it. It's Ingbar, back to Wiseman near the blue line. Ingbar, far side, finds Havrillik down low. Helen with the shot, just misses wide as he was crashing toward the net there. Havrillik working it in deep here. They still control it. Back to Hamlin. Shot on by Helen off the skate of Endicott that goes wide. Now it's 17, Coda Ingbar with the here, far side. Back to Havrillik. Ingbar in deep now. Havrillik at the dasher boards finds Weissman. Weissman shot pass in front for Hanlon. Can't quite find him. So now will still control in deep. Let's see if they can do it 2-on-1. It's Ingbar and Havrillik. Finally won by number 13, Kotner. Back to the point is Hanlon. Hanlon shot on. Pad saved though by Frank. Sun Devils still control it. Good power play so far. They've had it in their offense zone most of the time. Kotner shot on into the netting and out of play. Only one shot on goal there, however, for Sun Devils, even though they've been controlling it for most of the power play.
Yeah, solid control there from ASU. But you're right, Richard, not quite getting as many chances as they might have hoped for out of this power play so far, and just 5 seconds left in it, they might not get another shot on goal out of this one.
Comes the third line now of Granado, Randall, and LeClaire. Granado will... Referee's going to talk something over here. Maybe put time back on the clock. I think that's what they're going to do here. They go over to the official score. See if Sun Devils get a couple seconds added on.
Looking back at that power play, you have to like the amount of puck movement. The crisp passing we did see out of the Sun Devils on that one. There were a couple of slap shots fired off from the blue line. They looked like they could have been dangerous, could have resulted in a ricochet or even an outright goal. They were just going wide so far for the Sun Devil defensemen who were firing them off.
Let's see what that was all about. Well, we don't know. The time changed like I thought it might be. So 5 seconds left on the power play. Braxton Green, gets kicked out. And here's Dax Hobbs taking the face-off against Granado. Face-off one back to Iwaski at the blue line. Finds it over to number 25 and cleared out. Here's Hobbs racing after it. Iwaski gets to it first though, and Hobbs falls to the ice. Here's Guidice shot in front. Just misses the stick of Green, and Green battles in deep in the offensive zone. He works it in deep now as Guidice comes off and Snowball comes in. Jacob Holmes in deep for Weber State here, full strength as well. Jake Weber back to Holmes. Defensive pairing. Tries to find Braxton Green, can't quite do it. He works near the blue line, kind of whiffs on that pass, but finds Snowball. Snowball finds Holmes on the Sun Devils, can't quite get it out. Shot on there, shot pass trying to find Green, far side. And now it's taken by Granado, and the Sun Devils will clear it out and look to go. On the forecheck, down goes Granado, and Jacob Holmes lays down the law there on Granado. Cleared all the way down. Let's see if we get an icing call. We will. Faceoff comes all the way back. Sun Devils offensive zone faceoff coming.
The Wildcats kind of looked to get things going right after the penalty kill in that one. Tried to get some of that momentum back in their favor. Sun Devils did a good job holding. A good save from Dietrich on a dangerous puck in front of the net. Now ASU's right back into their attacking zone.
Weber State wins the faceoff in their defensive zone. Nice win by Snowball. Snowball tries to get it out, but it's number 22 Enzer as well as 29. Ben Winter making the Sun Devils continue to have it. Shot in front, blocked away by a Sun Devil teammate there. Tries to get it out. It's Muller making his Sun Devil debut as well. He didn't play last night. Nick Muller, just looking where he's from quickly. He's a junior out of Naperville, Illinois. He works at the blue line here for the Sun Devils. Now it's taken by Jacob Holmes. Holmes finds Weber. Weber comes in across the line. Shot goes high and wide over the head of Kyle Dietrich. Weber State controls and the line. Taken back by Jacob Holmes here. Holmes throws it in deep and it's chased on by Muller. Muller grabs it for the Sun Devils. Can't quite control it. Tyler Arnold now for Weber State in his own zone. Looks to clear. Can't quite do it. Now the Sun Devils will come back on the attack. The fourth line for the Sun Devils. Here's Hefter. Shot on. Nice block though by Endicott. Now it's going to be number 15 for Coleman Ashworth. That clears for Weber State. But it's picked up by the Sun Devils, and they'll look to work it out here. Nice pass up to number 9. That's that same guy again, Justin Butler, already a goal and assist already. Can't quite control it. Now it stacks Hobbs at center ice. Hobbs gets it broken up though by Dan Kinsey. Nice shot defensively by him. Justin Butler and Brady Morgan. Offsides is the call, so no will have to check up, reset. Now let's see if we get icing here. Dietrich touches up, so no icing. Now it's Butler that controls in his own zone. Butler looks to find Morgan, collision near center ice. As Jason Kucha comes away with it. Kucha lays down the law there on Endicott with the elbow. Nice job there. Morgan looks in front, nobody home. Anthony Modric controls for Weber State. Use it for his teammate Pizarro, and can't quite control near center ice. Huge hit near center ice. Penalty coming. Sun Devils are going to go on the power play again. Let's see what the call is. Charging is going to be the call. Don't see that very often.
Yeah, real awkward hit there. As it looked like the Sun Devil player didn't even quite catch who it was. Kind of got high load out there. Fourth, a charging call. Rough hit. Everybody seems to be okay afterwards. And the Sun Devils, it's those good special teams units that we saw all last night. They're getting another chance again for a power play.
It's going to be their third power play of the game for the Sun Devils. Let's see what they can do here as they lose the opening draw, but they get it back. Jamie Connor in deep for the Sun Devils, works along the far boards. Snowball and Holmes work defensively, kept on the line by Hefter. Hefter can't control it, and it's thrown all the way back down by Jacob Holmes, picked up by Dietrich. Dietrich looks for Kinsey in deep now in his own zone. Kinsey, nice pass up to Avrili, comes in with speed. He's got Connor with him. Finds Connor in front just off his stick. Now Ingbar controls far side, back to Cotner, down low with Havrilik. We have Kinsey up top. Kinsey across to number 8, Hefter. Back to Kinsey, one-timer, blocked away. Nice job by Weber State to help out their goaltender there. Kept in the line by Kinsey. Kinsey, Braxton Green defensively over him. Ingbar, back to Hefter. Ingbar, far side now, near the face-off circle. Nice pass to Kinsey. Shot on, blocked away by Jacob Holmes. And how about the defense of Weber State helping out their goalie quite a bit? on this PK.
Yeah, I mean, you can say last night Ian Frank wasn't getting too much help from his defensive unit. Things look a lot better for this PK team this time for Weber State.
Arizona State controls. It's Jamie Butler. Back to Jacob Weisman. Weisman back near the point. Back to Butler. Near side. Right below us here. Keep that in the line by Butler. Finds Ingbar. In front to Hefter. Off the post! Oh my goodness. Ingbar beat Ian Frank, but the goaltender's best friend rings true there as it's in deep for Butler. Butler looks in front off the skate of Morgan. And it's covered up by Ian Frank. What a job by Jamie Butler to create that chance to find Morgan in front.
Yeah.
Nice save though by Frank.
That was just solid production for a couple of chances for the Sun Devils. One off the post, and then that second shot created by Justin Butler. He wasn't quite able to get it by Frank, who smothered that one. It's never going to be easy scoring on Ian Frank, especially when the Weber State PK unit's playing as well as they have been today. ASU's going to have to get creative with the last 19 seconds of this power play.
Plus, you got the puck look there of the puck ringing off the post.
Yep.
I'm sure you heard it at home. It was pretty loud. So it'll be an offensive zone faceoff for the Sun Devils. Brady Morgan wins here for the Sun Devils. As Butler in front finds Kuta. The Butler to Kuta connection, and Kuta just misses the chance there. Boy, oh boy. Chemistry for them. They're looking very good in this hockey game.
Absolutely. Justin Butler and Jason Kuta, they've been on the same page all afternoon, it seems, and just a great save there by Ian Frank, flailing that glove out there and flinging the puck into the air. Anything he could do to stop that puck from getting in worked out pretty well for him. 14 seconds left on the power play.
It's going to be Weber that gets the face-off, but the Sun Devils do control it. Get it in deep now from Morgan. Morgan finds Kuta at the blue line. Broken up by Weber, and they will clear. Oh, but the Sun Devils come back on offense. Shot on. Puck's loose and covered up by Ian Frank. Power play expires.
Yeah, another penalty kill here for Weber State. They're 1 for 3 on the power play so far in this one.
Solid power play though for the Sun Devils. A lot of chances on that one, so nice puck movement. Just couldn't quite find them back in the net as the Sun Devils win the faceoff, but Jake Weber gets it back. And he loses the puck in his own zone. Defensive zone turnover again. Taken back by Weber. Weber looks to find his teammate, number 28 for Weber State, Daniel McPhee in the lineup tonight. First time we called his name. It's Granado right below us. Back to Frank. Now it's Jesse Love in deep in his own zone. Tyler Arnold finds McPhee. Can't quite do it. John Randall has it now for the Sun Devils. He tries to get it in, but it's Weber that has it for Weber State. Say that 7 times fast. Miller controls. Now it's Randall. Gets it in deep. Jesse Love, though, picks it up for Weber State. And deep, and they're clear all the way out to Tyler Arnold. McEwen on there as well, and now it's back and forth. The puck goes. Very neutral ice type game these last since the power play ended. And the puck is up into the netting and out of play with 11:19 to go. I think this is a very similar period to what we saw in the first period. Very back and forth play, solid defense by Weber State, but Ian Frank really standing tall in net.
Yeah, I agree with you, Richard. Things kind of start out, both teams show their stuff with some puck control. Yeah, it seems like when we get into the middle of these periods, you just get a very neutral zone focused type of game. Lots of back and forth action. Although it feels like ASU's been in control even after the power play expired.
Yeah, they have. It's been a while since Weber State's gotten a shot on goal. It seems like it's been forever. And we're going to have a face-off at center ice here. Snowball. And Inzer for the Sun Devils. Sun Devils win it. It's back to Hefter. Hefter finds Hanlon, and Hanlon gets it taken away by Endicott. Now it's number 8 for Weber State. Jake Holmes. Can't quite control it. Puck up here. Oh boy. Our friend Amanda there almost got her head taken off. Are you okay, Amanda? Thumbs up. She's fine. Yes, she's okay, folks.
And that's the dedication of our WCSN hockey beat writers. Amanda Huberto toughing it out. Laptop on the line there as that puck. Well, thankfully it didn't hit anyone.
Yeah, we're all okay. As we can bring it back underway here. Ingbar keeps it in for the Sun Devils. Now it's Cotner, tries to find a Frillick, and now here we go, it's Braxton Green, the captain for Weber State Wildcats, with speed, gets it in deep. He's worked on by Hefter, back at the line, it's Endicott, big shot, even better save by Dietrich, right into the pads of Dietrich, but he turns it away into the corner, into a safe area. And the Sun Devils control. Hanlon gets it out of the zone, and it's Ingbar. Ingbar's going to go one-on-one here with Holmes. He's got men with him. Here's Hanlon in front. Nice save. Rebound in front. Ah! Oh, dear. Sun Devils, big chance there. Even better save by Ian Frank, who I think just got a piece of it. Braxton Green gets a shot away there. Now it's Holmes back the line. Rebound in front! No goal! They call it off. Well, the confusion. I think Weber State thought it was in. They celebrated. No goal was the call, however. We didn't have a good look at it, so we can't tell.
Tough to tell exactly. Dietrich sprawled out for that one. Looked like he was guarding that red line with his life. Looked like he kept it out. The official score says no goal.
Yeah, apparently didn't completely cross the goal line, so puck luck there for the Sun Devils. Maybe Weber State can get some little bit of momentum, though, as that was one of their better chances for sure.
I mean, you can say that, but it's tough. We've seen great individual performances on both sides of the ice in the last 30 seconds from the Sun Devils. First, Koda Ingbar with a head full of steam, doing some great deking to set up a chance on Ian Frank on one end of the ice. And there, Kyle Dietrich covering seemingly the entire goal at once on defense.
Morgan works it up near center ice. He throws it in deep. Frank plays it. Now it's Guidice. Hobbs kept it in the line, though, by Butler. And now back near center ice, and Wiseman has to throw it in deep. Here's number 19. Taken away here. Butler in front on the pass from Morgan. Not quite onto his stick, and now it's Pizarro in deep for Weber State. Let's see what they can do. Pass intended for a Weber State player, taken away by Jason Kuta, and now it's Weber in deep for Weber State. Now it's number 21. Fanned on the shot. Butler grabs it for the Sun Devils. He goes for a ride. Now it's Pizarro near center ice. He finds his teammate. Here we go. Makes a move. Nice job defensively by Weissman, though. He'll get it in deep. Finds Kenzie. Kenzie works it in his own zone. Tries to get it out. Kept it in the line, and finally has to come all the way back out for Hobbs. Hobbs gets a little shoulder check there by Weissman, and it's Morgan that picks it in deep for the Sun Devils. Taken away here. Well, back to center ice, it's Weber. Weber. Shot on there, goes wide by number 21, Landon Aylor. And Aylor in front, turns and shoots. I think just went wide. There's Weissman now for ASU. Clears it out now and finds number 20, the goal scorer already tonight, Jason Kuta. Big hit in the corner by Weber. And now it's Leclerc in front. He looks to find John Randall. Can't quite do it. Now it's Sun Devils going for a change. Mike Granado in there now, and he works it in deep. Weber and Granado go at it in the corner. Thrown all the way around, and Guidice chases after it for Weber State. John Randall holds it at the line. Jordan Leclerc has an out penalty coming. Weber State going to go on the on the power play for interference, I do believe, as it's going to be Granado that's going to the box here, I do believe. So first power play of the game for Weber State. Let's see if they can grab momentum.
And our first look at this ASU penalty kill unit that was so impressive in last night's game, shutting out the Weber State power play and scoring a short-handed goal. I wouldn't expect another one of those in tonight's game, as Weber State has really shored things up defensively in this one. We will have to keep our eyes, see if this power play attack can have a bit more success than they did last night.
Dax Hobbs takes the faceoff. He comes in with speed. Nice blocked away there on the shot. Shot on there by Weber. Goes wide, and it's picked up by Ingbar, and Ingbar will clear out to center ice. Weber and Weber State have to reset. Here's Guidice now in his own zone. Thrown on by Havrilik. Havrilik, the short-handed goal last night. And now it's Weber for Weber State. He throws it in deep, and it's going to be chased on by number 16 Pizarro along with Cotner for Arizona State. Dax Hobbs has it here now, far face-off circle. He moves and dances with the puck. Gets it in deep now for, I believe, Braxton Green in deep there, the captain. Here's Green. Comes out in front, shot on right into the chest again though, however, and that's Braxton Green's favorite shot, right into the chest. No
yeah, it seems like Braxton Green and Dax Hobbs alike just can't quite move Dietrich around as much as they might hope to on any of these chances. Solid production there. It looked like Dax Hobbs crossing up their two leading point scorers right now, Richard. It looked like he might have been about to get trapped there near the far boards, but was able to dance his way out of it. Hopefully they can keep possession and see this Weber State power play. Keep things in the offensive zone for a little bit longer.
2-0 is our score. Arizona State leads. $1:13 left to go on the penalty to Granado. Guidice takes the face-off for Weber State, and it's won by the Sun Devils. They cleared all the way around, but it's kept into the line by Weber. Weber finds Dax Hobbs. Hobbs looking for Guidice near side. Guidice gets it back to Weber. Weber finds Pizarro near the face-off circle. Pizarro in deep to Braxton Green, the captain. Braxton Green in front to Weber. Shot on, puck's loose. Oh boy, that's their best chance of the game. Jake Weber right in the slot. But how about Kyle Dietrich with another unbelievable save?
Yeah, Jake Weber got that puck right in front of the net. Nobody around to block for ASU in front of him. Looked like he definitely was trying to get it in the higher part of the net, and he was able to do that. He knocked it practically off of Kyle Dietrich's helmet. Barely had to move for that one. This Weber State attack needs to move Dietrich left to right a little bit more.
Guidice wins the face-off, but can't quite keep in his Braxton Green. There's 45 seconds now left on the power play. Here's Guidice near center ice. Guidice leaves it for Dax Hobbs. Hobbs comes in with speed across the line. Big slap shot right off the mask of Kyle Dietrich. Hello, ring the bell on Kyle Dietrich. Kept in the line here by Weber. And it's going to be Butler. He's going to go. He's all alone. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, wow. Dax Hobbs on the back check. How about that? On both sides of the puck, Dax Hobbs showing up. And now it's Weber who controls in his own zone. 16 to go on the power play. Owoski clears it all the way back down for Arizona State. Morgan chases after it. Morgan almost got to it. Would have had a wide open net. All the way back in the Arizona State zone. No icing. Picked up by Owoski. Owoski finds Butler. Full strength now as Weber State can't capitalize again. And here's Havrilik. Slot! Glove save. Just got a piece of it to Ian Frank. And it's Havrilik that battles in deep. Now it's Ashworth. Ashworth tries to clear it out. Kept in, though, by Weissman. Shot from the slot. Havrilik. Pad save. Ian Frank again. Puck comes out. They're going to have to reset offsides right there. Just gets Coda Ingbar, who couldn't get back on side.
Looked like Havrilik thought he might have been able to catch Ian Frank sleeping. I think he almost did. Frank was up there pretty high in his stance, and Havrilik tried to go between the legs there. Ian Frank, though, quick reactions. He's a solid one in net for Weber State. Was able to drop to the ground, get his blockers in front of that shot.
So face-off outside the Weber State zone. Here's turnover. Ian Frank, they score! Jamie Cotner and a turnover from Ian Frank. Give the assist to him. How about that?
Yeah, the rare mistake from Ian Frank, and the second that puck left his stick, I saw that goal developing. That puck went right to Cotner. There was a guy directly between Cotner and Ian Frank doing a great job of screening for the Sun Devils. Cotner just put it where Frank wasn't. I don't think Ian Frank ever saw that puck until it was already in the net.
Jamie Cotnoir. Cotnoir, everybody.
Cotnoir. Those OI sounds, they're tough.
Cotnoir, that's how we get it. We apologize. Let's check the stats for him because let's see if that's his first goal. See how he did last year.
That is Cotnoir's second goal of the season. He did get on the board. He had 2 points, I think. Yeah, goal and an assist in last night's matchup.
Yes, he did indeed. So nice to see him, but a rare mistake though by Ian Frank. You can tell he's very disappointed on that one, and gives a love tap to his teammate there.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the worst mistake, maybe even the only mistake we've seen Ian Frank make in either of these games against the ASU D2 Elite. Costly turnover, though, and this ASU team, they're good. They will punish you if you make mistakes like that.
ASU wins the face-off, but it's taken away by Tyler Arnold. Arnold gets it out, picked up now by Muller. Muller shot on, pass saved by Frank. Picked up now by Endicott. Endicott finds Miller far boards. Picked up here by Muller, shot on, right to the chest. Saved by Frank again. The Sun Devils starting to come in waves, it feels like. Ian Frank having to make a lot of saves. Icing is going to be the call. And we'll have another face-off inside the Weber State.
Yeah, for the last few minutes, just nothing going on for the Weber State attack. Haven't been able to control the puck in ASU's zone at all. Kyle Dietrich, hopefully he's not getting stiff back there. That's got to be your hope if you're the ASU defense. He has not seen a shot in the past couple minutes.
I think that one shot that he took off the mask probably woke him up, though. That last power play chance by Weber State. And now it's the goal scorer, Cotnoir. Cotnoir tries to find his teammate Leclerc, bounces off the boards, and now it's Holmes. Holmes gets a little bump from Randall, and Cotnoir has it in deep for the Sun Devils in their own zone. Looks to Awascu, or excuse me, that's Granado, kept in the line by Love. Love at the blue line, finds Snowball. Snowball, chance in front there for Green. Can't quite get the stick on it, and now the Weber State Wildcats will have to touch up as they were offsides. Now it's Jordan Leclerc, finds Granado. Granado coming across the zone, enters the offensive zone. He's got Randall coming to the net, shot in front, just misses everybody. Kept in by Leclerc. Here's Snowball and Granado battling on it now. And deep. Now it's Randall. Randall in deep with Holmes, and Holmes comes away with it. And Holmes will clear it out back to center ice for Kevin Hanlon.
See McEwen and Winter both out there. Two of the new Sun Devils making their debuts for the team in this one.
Here's Jacob Holmes, and how about McEwen giving a little shove there to Jacob Holmes along the boards. And here we go, that's Winter in front. How about the block by Jesse Love in front to maybe stop a Sun Devil goal. And now it's the Sun Devils who have it in their own zone, and it's all the way back to Love near center ice. Here's Weber. Weber trying to find his teammate Pizarro. Can't quite do it, and now it's Butler. Goal and assist for Butler already. He comes in, tries to find his teammate in front, Inzer, can't quite do it. As we run down under 3 minutes to go, Ingbar shot on. Nice save by Ian Frank though, however, and they'll hold on to it. Offensive zone faceoff coming for ASU.
Dakota Ingbar putting himself a solid game together, putting a solid game together for himself right now in this one. Some good skating, some good open ice puck control, solid shot on goal there. Something might happen for him in the stat sheet at some point in this one if he keeps playing this much pressure on Ian Frank and the Weber State defense.
Sun Devils win the faceoff here in front to Morgan, wide open, and he scores! Right off the faceoff, that's how you draw it up. 4-0 ASU.
And again, against the goalie as good as Ian Frank has been, you need to use confusion to your advantage. That's exactly what ASU did there. Maybe not a lot of traditional screening coming from any of these ASU forwards on that play, but just out of the face-off, everyone was to Ian Frank's stick side. The puck squirted out a little bit. Brady Morgan got to it, was able to put it in on the glove side. Ian Frank had no shot at that one.
Justin Butler is going to get another assist. 3 points for him in this game already. And for Brady Morgan, that's his first goal of the season as well, to give the Sun Devils a big 4-0 lead. This is a close game through about the halfway point, Jason, and since then the Sun Devils have gotten a couple nice goals from Cotnoir and Morgan to give themselves a huge 4-goal lead as we wind down here under just about 2 minutes to go, second period. Stretch pass intended for Butler. Here he comes. He's got Morgan with him. 2-on-1. Morgan back to Butler. They score! My goodness, 2-on-1. The Sun Devil offense. Oh, dear. Crisp passing. How about that, folks?
I think that's some of the difference we've seen in the ASU attack in the last couple minutes of this one. How they've jumped out from a 2-0 lead to a 5-0 lead, making the extra pass there. You know, against the goalie, he was not quite as solid as Ian Frank. It looked like it was Brady Morgan with the puck there who made the extra pass. He could have taken that first shot. He looked at it, but instead he made the extra pass, took the assist, and gave the goal over to Butler, which was a good thing because I think Frank would have made a play if Morgan had tried to make that shot himself.
And for Justin Butler, have yourself a day. Oh my goodness. 4 points for Justin Butler in this one. Justin Butler, the junior out of Rockville, Maryland. Already. He's got 2 goals and 2 assists already for Justin Butler.
Get your hats ready, everyone.
Yes, indeed. And folks, don't forget, we're 90 seconds away from casual third period, as always. And it'll be even more casual as here comes Ingbar across the line. Ingbar with the shot. Nice save there by Frank. And now it's Owalski back in the line. Throws it in deep, looking for Havrillik, but it's Zach Endicott that grabs it for Weber State. Kept in the line by Cottonwar. Scored a goal earlier already. Here's Ashworth. He's got Arnold with him. Ashworth decides just to throw it in, and Cottonwar will pick it up. Stretch pass for Havrillik. Here comes Havrillik across the line. Shot on here goes wide. Number 13 for ASU. It's Jamie Cottonwar. Now it's Granado. Excuse me, that's Jacob Holmes, number 8. Nice save there by Dietrich to cover it up. So 5-0 Sun Devils. 47-17. 27. Okay, so 27-17 shots on goal in favor of ASU. Not surprising, really.
Yeah.
They've controlled most of that play here, and here comes Hefter across the line, looking for Granado. Shot goes wide. Picked up by Leclerc, far side. Gets it into Granado in deep. Granado gets it back to the point for Hanlon. Hanlon shot on, just goes wide. And now it's Randall in deep, but cleared all the way back to Hefter. Hefter shot on from near center ice on Frank. They're trying to pull off a Derek Morris. That's what I like to call that. Nice save though. As we run under 5 seconds to go here in this one. In the second period, excuse me. And the buzzer sounds. And so after 2 periods of play, our score from Oceanside Ice Arena, Arizona State 5, Weber State nothing, and Jason, all Arizona State in that second period.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, for the first period, for the first half of that second period, even for a lot of last night's game, it really felt like Weber State was playing as crisply or maybe even more cleanly than ASU was. However, in the second half of that second period, we really saw the Sun Devils out in full force. They were making crisp passes. They were making the extra pass. They were moving Ian Frank all over the goal, and they was able to capitalize. They were able to put up 3 goals in that period and keep Weber State from really getting anything going offensively after about the 10-minute mark in that one.
Yeah, I mean, they had that one power play chance. Had some good chances, but couldn't quite find them. But they also had that goal that was called back as well. I wish we had a replay so we could see it, but it was not. It was called a no goal on the ice, and I think the score at that point was 2-0, maybe 3-0. So you kind of wonder how that messed with Weber State at all. If that goes in, maybe you're at a different game right now.
Definitely, momentum is everything in most sports, but especially a sport like hockey, when the leads can change as quickly as, when goals can go in as quickly as they can. But I'm not sure if that would have made a huge difference. ASU is just playing a better brand of hockey than they were in the first half of this game and than they were in last night's game, which was a much sloppier win than this current 5-0 lead is. Maybe Weber State might have been able to get a little bit more going offensively, but this Sun Devil offensive onslaught, they were able to score on Weber State last night at the beginning of this one when they were playing a little bit sloppy out there offensively. Now that they've cleaned it up, they're making crisp passes, they're deking well, they're controlling the puck. It just seems like there's not enough Weber State can do to stop them when ASU's in that offensive zone.
Jason, you just answered my next question, which was going to be the fact that Arizona State has stayed out of the box and they've capitalized on it, scoring 5 goals for 2. And with that said, we're going to take a break and come back with casual third period here from Oceanside Arena. Again, the score after 2 periods of play, Arizona State 5, Weber State nothing.
Think about what you imagine yourself doing. Think about what you want your life to do. Think about what you want your life to mean. What we have constructed for you is an institution that is focused on enabling your dream.
Pretty much anything I imagined being able to do at college, ASU has given me those opportunities and I've taken advantage of them.
We have a medley of student, staff, and faculty. The size actually works to every student's benefit here because whatever you are, there's a place for you here.
It's a nationally recognized college that has international connections. There's so many opportunities for every single student that comes here.
We're not doing science or business or industry or math without an end goal in sight. We have an end goal in sight and we're working towards it.
You're at the place where there's this intense energy focused on you.
ASU is the place where you can come and dream about anything, focus on anything, and move your life forward. If you really want to go to America's fastest, highest energy institution, ASU is the place to be.
I think my love of football just comes from the brotherhood that comes along with football. The competitiveness of it, it was a way to get away from reality, I guess, for me. I joined the military right out of high school. I was 18. Me and my best friend and one of my other teammates in high school, we all decided that we were going to join the Marine Corps together. My family has a tradition of military service, so I just felt like it was my time to serve. I was stationed at Camp Pendleton, California, Gulf Battery 211, and I was maybe there less than 6 months, and I had already been deployed to Fallujah, Iraq. My first deployment, we went in as infantry unit, and my second deployment, half of us did convoy security for EOD, which is the bomb squad, and the other half shot artillery. I think it did change me as a person. I mean, I think it changes everybody, you know. I matured as a man, and I learned a lot about myself and who I am. And it really made being able to play football and go to school that much more important. When we got back, I ended up playing at COD Junior College in Palm Springs, California. And I played there one season, and I got a call from Arizona State offering me a scholarship. To get that scholarship was kind of gratification of all my hard work. Pat Tillman, Jeremy Stott. The military tradition here in Arizona State, you know, that's one big reason why I chose to come to ASU. It was just because of how embracing the community was towards veterans. Oh man, having a scholarship means everything. I mean, education is expensive, and not everybody gets to come to a big university like ASU. Just being able to come here and play football, get your school paid for something you love to do is amazing. You know?
When you support AID, you're doing more than supporting the programs you love. You're supporting possibilities. You're making sure there's a place for independent voices, ideas, and perspectives. You're opening children's minds, helping them discover who they are and what they can be. You're giving everyone the chance to find inspiration from the arts. And you're opening doors to the wonders of the world. To discover more, experience more, be more. Support possibilities. Support Arizona PBS. Thank you.
My love for football, you know, it comes from, you know, playing in the street as a kid growing up and just seeing how football, you know, always kept me from going to the bad side in life and doing all the bad things that my cousins did. I'm from a rough neighborhood in Long Beach, California, you know, where Snoop Dogg, Warren G, Nate Dogg, all those guys talk about, you know, 21st and Lewis, you know, that's the actual street that I lived on and grew up on, and just seeing the things that went down on that street and in that neighborhood, you know, the gang violence, you know, the drugs, not knowing where I'm gonna lay my head at some nights, not knowing if food is gonna be for sure, or seeing how easily it could have been for me to the cracks and just give it up and just say, man, I'm done with all this stuff. But at the time, it was just something that just told me, don't go down that path. You know, your life is set to be way better than what it was dealt. It is like a fairy tale just to be here, you know, and I just appreciate it, and I never take a day for granted. I don't take a class for granted, a free book for granted. The way the Sun Devil family has looked out for me and have really cared about me, you know, not just on the field but off the field, and it's something I'll never forget, you know. And every time I put on that Sun Devil uniform, I put it on with great appreciation.
Become the voice for those who don't have one. Be the eyes for those who can't see. Listen to the story for those who can't hear. Explore the world so others can as well. Become a journalist. Start here. ASU's Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication. Your story begins here.
How do we rise to the challenges before us? Arizona State University.
Think about what you imagine yourself doing. Think about what you want your life to do. Think about what you want your life to mean. What we have constructed for you is an institution that is focused on enabling your dream.
Pretty much anything I imagined being able to do at college, ASU has given me those opportunities and I've taken advantage of them.
We have a medley of student, staff, and faculty. The size actually works to every student's benefit here because whatever you are, there's a place for you here.
It's a nationally recognized college that has international connections. There's so many opportunities for every single student that comes here.
We're not doing science or business or industry or math without an end goal in sight. We have an end goal in sight and we're working towards it.
You're at the place where there's this intense energy focused on you.
ASU is the place where you can come and dream about anything, focus on anything, and move your life forward. If you really want to go to America's fastest, highest energy institution, ASU is the place to be.
Gentlemen, it's time. You've worked very, very hard to get to this moment, and it is now time to show who we are. We are not Tucson. This is Tempe, Arizona. Sun Devils football, gentlemen. The Pac-12, brother. It's time for us to put it on the line and get out there and show them how to tailgate for Sun Devil football. Yeah! Go Devils! Woo! Woo-hoo!
Hello, friends. Here at WCSN, we have a tradition of anchor tryouts.
The ASU Arizona State football team is getting ready to gear up for the start of their football campaign.
The ASU football team is getting ready to head into camp to get their season underway.
The ASU football team is gearing up for their 2013 season.
Friends, it's a tradition unlike any other.
The ASU football team is gearing up for their 2013 season.
This is WCSN.
Welcome back, everybody. 5-0. Arizona State leads it after 2 as we get ready to start the third period. And as always here on the Walter Cronkite Sports Network, this is a casual third period. So, at least for me anyway.
I'm unbuttoning my blazer.
The jacket is off for me, so shirt and tie. Third periods as always. So, yeah, of course we like to have a little fun here, but let's get to hockey now. And 5-0 Sun Devils lead it. Really, they've dominated for the first 2 periods.
Definitely, especially the last half of that second period. We really saw the Sun Devils just kind of take their game to a whole new level on the offensive end of the ice.
The hockey song is playing, so as we get ready to start the third period. How about Justin Butler? 4 points through 2 periods. He's now tied for the team lead in points through 2 games. Been very impressed with his offensive ability in this one.
Yeah, Butler's been doing a little bit of it all so far for the Sun Devils in this one. 2 points, and that's on 2 goals and 2 assists. He's been skating well out there, and he's been finding himself in the right place at the right time in the attacking zone for the Sun Devils, and that's the sign of a forward who knows what he's doing.
Let's talk about Weber State for a second. Haven't found the back of the net yet. What do we want to see from them in the third period?
You know, halfway through that second period, I would have said they just need to string some possessions together, get things going offensively, and they'd be fine. But right now, they need an answer to the Sun Devils. ASU has completely taken control of this game. They're controlling the pace of the game. They're controlling where the puck is. I mean, Weber State hasn't had solid control in ASU's zone in who knows how long. Weber State needs to take care of some things on defense before they can actually start getting some possessions together. Either that or they just need to control the puck off of a face-off and try and get an offense going. Their passing's been pretty crisp. They've looked pretty clean on the offensive end of things. They just haven't been able to even get a possession in the last few minutes.
How about Kyle Dietrich? He hasn't faced a lot of shots in this one. I think it was 17 shots on goal through 2. What have we learned about him so far?
You know, I'm not sure if we've learned too much more than we learned about him yesterday, Richard, and that's that Kyle Dietrich is a very good goalie with a lot of strengths in a lot of areas. We've seen Dietrich not just make all the necessary saves, but also control his rebounds incredibly well in this one. And, you know, the couple of times where a puck did squirt out a little bit in front of the net, Dietrich was right there sprawled across the ice to protect the puck from crossing that red line. Honestly, I think we've learned over the last 2 games that Kyle Dietrich is a solid goalie. We'll have to see if he faces a team that can get a good number of shots and get 25, 30 shots off on him. We'll see how he holds up against an attack like that at some point this season. But for what Weber State's providing, Kyle Dietrich is more than enough to handle it.
Next week, Dietrich and the rest of his squad are going to face off against NAU. And arguably, Weber State is a better team than NAU because Weber State did make the national tournament last year.
Yeah, this Weber State team, they're a solid team. They made the national tournament, like you said, Richard. I don't think they're quite playing their best brand of hockey yet this season. They were able to knock off Utah State earlier this season. I do believe this Weber State team, they'll figure things out as the year goes on. They'll still be a threat on the national level. But if this is how ASU handles Weber State, it'll be interesting to see. Are they just going to dismantle NAU next weekend?
Well, we will find out, and you'll be able to see both of those games right here on CronkiteSports.com, live as always. By the way, Richard Flores and Jason Chesler with you here this afternoon from Oceanside Ice Arena in Tempe. Third period just underway, and Arizona State is going to take a face-off in their defensive zone. Weber State number 19, Josh Guidance, takes the face-off. He loses it, however, and Dax Hobbs has it now. Hobbs gets it around to Braxton Green. Green back towards the point, kept in line by Weber. Shot on goal, just goes off of Jamie Cotnoir. Ends up in deep. Here's Weber now, Jacob Holmes, back to Green. Green shot on, goes wide. Picked up now by Dax Hobbs near side. Hobbs throws it in deep. Doesn't have a teammate though, and it's picked up by Cotnoir. Cotnoir has it far side in his own zone. Gets it out now. Now number 4 is Costner, not Cotnoir. I do apologize for that. So, there you go. It's only our second game of the season,
Exactly,
folks.
We'll get into it.
As Morgan controls here now, far side in the offensive zone, gets battled on by Jake Weber for Weber State. And there as well is Jason Kuta, a goal scorer already, but it's covered up by Ian Frank. And we'll get an offensive zone face-off for the Sun Devils.
You gotta worry if you're Weber State right now. This looks like it might be more of the same here in the third period. Weber State got control of the puck, got an attack going off of a faceoff, but once they were in there, not a whole lot of good chances coming out. Just some of these longer shots going wide against Kyle Dietrich, whereas ASU is once again just right in control of things in their attacking zone.
Face-off won by the Sun Devils, kept in by Leclerc. Leclerc has it near side now, throws it around in deep, but it's going to be picked up by Pizarro for Weber State. He gets it out, and the Sun Devils will have to reset. Kevin Allen now near center ice, finds Butler, just misses. Zach Endicott now gets it up for Pizarro. Here comes Pizarro, 1-on-2. He works, shot on, just misses wide. Back at the line now, kept in by Endicott. Gets it turned over, Endicott again throws it in deep. And it'll be chased upon here by Aylor and Granado. Both 21s going at it in deep. Here's Modric now. Modric finds Pizarro, but he loses the puck back. The number 25 for ASU, and they clear the zone, so Weber State will have to reset. Puck picked up by Weber State. Pizarro, he comes in, nice and slow, drops it back for Landon Aylor. Aylor can't quite control, and it's taken by Granado near center ice. Thrown all the way back. Arizona State's going to go for a change. And it's going to be number 18 for ASU. This fourth line out here for ASU. A couple of them seeing their first time on the ice for the Sun Devils. Number 18, Jordan McKeon. Number 29, Ben Winter. Out there right now for ASU, along with number 22, Inzer. And now it's Weber State that controls it. Here's McPhee throwing it in deep. It's going to be picked up by Kinsey, however, in his own zone as well. It's number 11, Jacob Weisman, taken by Kinsey in his own zone. Kinsey finds McEwen. NCAA D3 transfer, and he gets a ride into the boards from McPhee. They're going at it. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Go the hockey players. Dan Kinsey gets it here, finds Winter. Winter comes across the line looking for Cottonwar. Cottonwar tries a backhand, gets broken up though by Weber State. We have a whistle, and we are going to have too many men on the ice, I believe.
It's what it looks like. Not sure exactly what the call is. Things are getting a little chippy out there to start this third period off.
Waiting on the call. Let's find out what it is. I think it's going to be too many men. Yes, indeed. Bench minor being served by number 10, John Miller. So ASU's going to go on a power play for the fourth time this evening. They're 1 for 3 on the night so far. And they have it here in deep. Shannon, rebound. Frank sprawling under his back makes the save. Champion Cottonwar, Justin Havrelik with a chance there.
Yeah, Frank showing his flexibility as a goalie there on that one. Good look coming from Cottonwar, it looked like. Frank couldn't quite corral that one, ended up behind him, so he just laid down on top of it. That'll stop play for you.
Face-off won by ASU, back in the line, it's Kinsey. Kinsey gets it taken away, and here comes Braxton Green, the captain, on a breakaway. Let's see what he can do. He goes forehand. Nice save there. Best chance of the game on the shorthanded chance there by Weber State. But the goaltender, Kyle Dietrich, denies the captain a goal. 5-0, Sun Devils win. They're on the power play, although it doesn't look it right now as they have the puck in their defensive zone with $1:20 to go. On the 5-on-4 for them. Bench minor for Weber State. Or too many men. Braxton Hobbs goes flying to the ice, and now it's cleared out by Weber State. Here's Kyle Dietrich now as ASU changes it up. Justin Butler out there with Hefter, as well as Jason Kuta. Brady Morgan in there as well as Butler brings it across the line with speed. We've already seen Butler and Morgan work well together. Already combined, and it's going to come out of the zone. They'll reset. Jacob Weisman back at his own blue line. Weisman finds Butler. Butler finds Morgan. Morgan's shot just goes wide. I think Holmes got a piece of it. That's number 20, Jason Kuta controls it. Back to Butler. Kuta in deep. Back to Butler. Butler far side near the faceoff circle. Gets it in deep for Morgan. Delayed penalty is coming. So Randall's going to come out as Dietrich gets to the bench. We're going to have a 5-on-3, possibly. Two-man advantage though right now. Puck's blown dead, so 5-on-3 for 10 seconds for ASU.
That was definitely the most control ASU has had during this entire power play, was that last round of attacks. Still weren't able to get anything too dangerous off Ani and Frank, but just able to hold the puck, possess it in the offensive zone, and they got something out of it. A penalty was eventually committed. That's the result of pressure. That's what ASU does when they're pressuring the clear, when they're pressuring everything. Pressure leads to mistakes. Mistakes lead to opportunities.
Endicott goes to the box for cross-checking. As Miller gets ready to leave the box. 5-on-3 now for the Sun Devils. It's Weissman gets it in deep there for a really nice clear back at the Tipton line, and it's going to be Miller. 2-on-2 short-handed comes Weber State. Here comes Hobbs, backhand chance. Pad save Dietrich. Dex Hobbs dangerous with the puck. Short-handed chance there. Just misses. Picked up by Frank. Kept in here by Havrillik. Far boards. Kept in at the line by Weissman. Battle on there by number 21, Awar. Now it's Ingvar. Far side. Ingvar gets it broken up by Weber. And Weber finds Hobbs. And here comes Braxton Green. Jordan back and he scores! Braxton Green, short-handed, the captain, gets Weber State on the board. And a breakdown there. Actually, nice pass by Jake Weber to find the captain, Braxton Green, and he capitalizes backhand.
Yeah, just a textbook breakaway. It didn't really matter if it was 4-on-5 because the breakaway came down to 2-on-1. Good pass by Jake Weber. Got it forward to Dax Hobbs, who made the extra pass to Braxton Green. And we've seen it time and time again. Green in open ice. He is a skilled skater. Deking and diving around out there. Put the quick double move and got the backhand by Kyle Dietrich on that one.
So there goes the shutout for Kyle Dietrich. Unfortunately, it's on a short-handed goal. But Arizona State still on the power play here for just over a minute. As they can't quite find the puck in their zone. Here's Pizarro, gets it taken away by LeClaire. LeClaire finds Randall in his own zone. Under a minute to go on the power play. Randall in deep. Snowball watches with Pizarro defensively. Now it's Iwaski, excuse me, that's Hefter. Finds Kinsey. Kinsey with a shot. John Randall finds himself in front of it. It's taken away by Snowball. Here we go, another shorthanded chance for Weber State. Here comes Pizarro. Nice job defensively by Andrew Hefter. And is it just because it's a 4-goal lead, you're seeing Arizona State give up a couple of shorthanded opportunities there?
You know, maybe. If you're ASU, you don't want to call off the dogs here. You don't want to relax. I can't imagine Coach LeClaire really told them to sit on a lead here, as they might get another chance out of this power play yet.
John Randall gets a shot away there, covered up, and down goes Jordan, I believe. Let's see, John Randall into the boards. That came late after the whistle. Let's see if we get a penalty for roughing. Goalie apparently got a little piece of somebody, and I think we're gonna have coincidentals, maybe? Or is it just going to be Randall going to the box for slashing? Wow. I don't know about that one, because he took a ride into the board late on the whistle.
Yeah, it looked like there were some extracurriculars going on from both sides out there. But if they're not going to call any of those, then yeah, I can see the only slash being on Randall in that one. 3 seconds of 4-on-4 here.
Only the second penalty taken tonight by Arizona State, so they've cleaned it up quite a bit. And Weber State's going to find themselves on the power play right now for 1 minute 58 seconds. There's Pizarro in deep. He can't find the puck though, and it's covered up by Dietrich, so we'll get an offensive zone faceoff for Weber State. $1:51 left to go on their power play. Just the second time they've been on the power play tonight. Their first power play looked good. Got a couple good chances, but couldn't find the back of the net. Let's see what they can do here. Up a man. It's Iwaski looking for the clear here. Finds the goal scorer on Captain Green. Far side, it's Green. It's number 19 there. Now it's Green again. Back to 19. Nice block there by Morgan. Number 19, by the way, is Greedence. And now here's Green. Far side. Back at the point, it's Greedence. He keeps it in. Finds Weber. Top side. It's going to hit the top of the zone. We're going to have a near side face-off here as the Sun Devils change it up. .23 to go on the power play for Weber State.
This ASU PK unit, they were so good last night and a lot of chances. They're not making it easy for Weber State right now. Weber State doing a good job staying patient out there. Just Green and Guidice just going back and forth and back and forth. Eventually, they're going to have to act with some aggression, though.
Braxton Green wins the faceoff straight away back to Weber. Weber finds Dax Hobbs. Hobbs works in near the faceoff circle. Shot goes wide. That's going to end up all the way back into the defensive zone of Weber State, and they'll have to reset with just over a minute to go on their power play. As John Randall found himself in the box for slashing. With speed, here comes Hobbs. Shut up! Big rebound given up. Hobbs gets his own rebound. Finds Green. Green works here along with Hefter. Defensively for the Sun Devils, and it's cleared all the way out by Havrillik, and they'll have to reset it one more time. Dax Hobbs comes off the ice for Weber State. He's replaced by Coleman Ashworth. 38 seconds to go on the power play for Weber State. And now it's Guidice. Pulls up at center. Finds Ashworth. Far side, it's Ashworth. Throws it in deep. Bounces off the back of the net. Guidice steps up, tries to hold it in, can't quite do it. Frank comes out of his net to grab it. Throws it all the way around. It's Leclerc that picks it up. Jordan Leclerc battles along with Ashworth and Weber. And I believe Granado is in there as well. Granado comes off the ice there. 2 seconds left to go on the power play, and that will expire as ASU kills that one off. And Weber State controls in their own zone. Nice job there. Fourth line out there for the Sun Devils again. Maybe we'll see a lot more ice time from them with a 4-goal lead. I'm sure Coach Shapiro wants to see them. Pass in front intended for number 29, Ben Winter, but it's broken up by Weber State. Winter has it in deep here. He works it across. Looking for a teammate in front. Ian Frank has no stick. So he's has to make a save there with a pad. Here's Winter. In front, it's McPhee now for Weber State, and he'll clear it out. Delayed penalty coming up on Arizona State. They're going to touch it up here, and Weber State will get another penalty. Power play. It's going to be a cross check on Zach Edzer. Back-to-back penalties taken by Arizona State. Their third of the game.
After a very impressive second period, ASU not quite coming out with the same force and the same crispness here in the third. Not the same clean passing on offense, and then on defense, a lot of these hits finding their way into the penalty box, a place that ASU and Weber State were both pretty familiar with after last night's game.
Top line is back out there for Weber State. Holmes at the line, finds Pizarro. Pizarro gets it in deep for the captain, Green. Green trying to find, he's got Weber in the slot area, and not looking for him, and finally finds Weber now. Weber back to Green, near side. There's Weber, nice job defensively. Beautiful job defensively by Ingvar. Get the puck cleared out, and Weber State will have to reset. Under 10 minutes to go with this casual third period. As Braxton Green brings it across, but it's taken away by Owascu. Now it's Cotnoir. Cotnoir tries to find the streaking John Randall. Just misses his stick, and now it's brought back by Green. Goal scorer for Weber State. Pizarro can't quite find the puck. It's Randall for Arizona State. Looking for Muller. Brought back here by Hallen. Hallen throws it all the way down, and Arizona State keeps their set of 4 guys out there. Weber State will change it up, however. Under a minute to go in the power play for Weber State. No chances so far for them. As Holmes tries to bring it up, he gets tripped up. No call. Yes, we are going to get a call. I'm sorry. Good call there. He definitely got tripped up as he tried to enter the zone. And, yeah, a lot of penalties now. This is the third penalty. Also, we're going to get a 5-on-3 for Weber State. Is that correct?
That's what it looks like right now. And yeah, timeout from Weber State.
Big caller, 2 minutes for tripping. Caller 2 for tripping. Time of the penalty, 8:56 remaining in the third.
Okay, yeah, so it's just going to be Mueller is going to get 2 minutes for tripping. So for 45 seconds, Weber State's going to get a 5-on-3. And Jason, last night they had 3 different chances at a 5-on-3. They looked very good on all of them, but they couldn't find the back of the net. I mean, hopefully they learned something from last night and are going to make adjustments so they can get an extra goal here and try and get themselves back in the game.
I mean, it's tough to not look good out there when you're playing with 2 extra guys. Fact of the matter is, if you're not scoring on your 5-on-3, it can't be that good looking of a 5-on-3. It does remind us a lot of last night's third period, in that we're seeing all of these penalties against Arizona State. Their play is just getting sloppy out there. That was a bad trip, like you pointed out, Richard. But we are still seeing this penalty kill unit look spectacular out there for the Sun Devils. And even when the 5-on-5 squad kind of caught off the dogs here, got a little too passive in this third period, when they're on a penalty kill, this Sun Devil team stays aggressive.
Weber has it now for Weber State. He finds Josh Guidice. Guidice works on near the point. Weber, big slap shot. Puck's loose in front. Dax Hubs follows up. Just misses wide. He has the puck now. Far side near the face-off circle. We're going to have another stoppage and another penalty. Who's going to the box here? Is it going to be Braxton Green?
Yeah, it looks like Green's off to the penalty box.
That's a tough penalty to take right there. 5-on-3. Now that's wiped away.
Take it down to 4-on-3, and now it really looks like yesterday's third period. Last night's game, tons of combined penalties. Richard, you brought up the combined penalty minutes stat earlier in this one. Just shy of an hour of combined penalty minutes last night. Things were cleaner in this one. We're seeing good, crisp play from both sides of the ice, mostly from the Sun Devils. They're up to a 5-1 lead. But now, things getting a little sloppy again out there here in the latter half of the third.
If anything, for Weber State, they're going to have plenty of ice to work with. 4-on-3 here for the next 6 seconds, so not for long, as they're going to go back to 4-on-4 for a minute 15 of 4-on-4, and then Arizona State's going to have a very short power play at the back end. It's picked up by Weber in his own zone for Weber State. I once again challenge you at home to say that 7 times fast. If you do it correctly, you win nothing except for your pride. In deep here is Weber State. Guidice has it back at the line. Big shot, what a block! By Granado. He's going to come right off the ice. Shades of Phoenix Coyote, former Phoenix Coyote. His name's skipping my mind. Number 15. He left over the offseason. I can't remember his name. Oh my goodness. Apologize for that. I'll come up with his name eventually. Arizona State works it in here. Offensively, Jamie Butler loses the puck. Icing is going to be the call here.
It's good to see the gutsy play staying out there by Granado, going to the ground to block that puck, even if we can't remember who it reminds you of, Richard. For a Sun Devil team that started this third period out a bit flat, and then as it progressed got a bit sloppy with a couple of these penalties out there, it's nice to see them playing with heart out there, playing aggressively and hard. It is a 4-goal lead. This one's kind of put away for the most part. Obviously, never say it's over. But still, you want to see a team that goes out there and competes, plays hard, and plays aggressive for 60 minutes on the ice.
Boyd Gordon. There you go. And that block reminded me of Boyd Gordon. That's all he did, really, is just block shots. So always nice to have that if you're a goaltender. They're going to have a power play for Arizona State. It's going to be Butler. 2 goals already for him. Finds Havlin far side. It's going to bounce into the top of the netting there, but play continues on. Modric has it here for Weber State. Finds Butler. Full strength now for both teams. It's Enzer. Enzer's going to dump it in offensively. Endicott has it, and he'll just play pitch and catch with Wiseman. Wiseman looks ahead. Finds Kuda. Here comes Kuda, and the slot blocked away by Endicott. Kuda gets his own rebound though, and gets it in deep for Cotnoir. Back of the line, it's Wiseman, keeps it in for Inzer. Inzer tries to get in the slot area, looking for pucks loose in front, and we have a stoppage of play, and maybe an early whistle there because the puck is still loose.
Yeah, might have blown the whistle a little bit early. You're right, Richard, but Ian Frank was doing a great job sprawled out there, using those leg blockers to cover pretty much the entire goal line. They were going to have to get some lift on one of those shots if they wanted to get a buy-in. Nice job eventually. It looked like he was going to smother that one, even the ref blew the whistle a little bit early.
Arizona State wins the face-off. Battle along here the near boards. Ingbar kept into the line nicely by Hefter. Here's Ingbar, near side, near the face-off circle. Gets it in deep, looks in front for Cotnoir. Wrap around, just misses wide. It's Havrilik now. Tries to find Coda Ingbar, but it's going to come all the way back to Andrew Hefter. Resets. Finds a Waski. Waski looks for Ingbar. Now it's Cotnoir. He's got Havrilik with him. He goes down. No call coming. No penalty. Surprisingly, I thought maybe a tripping or interference as Cotnoir went down going for the net. Havrilik though has it here. Back to Ingbar. Ingbar shot on. Nice rebound off the side of the net. Is Havrilik shot on front there by Cotnoir. Rebound, puck still loose. Comes free back to Cotnoir, far side. Good work by the Sun Devils in here offensively. Now it's Ingbar. Finds a Wasku in the slot area. He makes a nice move. Backhand goes wide. Picked up. Now back to Hefter, who keeps it in. Boy, Weber State spending a lot of time in the defensive zone here, but they finally clear. Back to Anthony Modric, who takes a shot wide here. And they'll have to clear it out as John Randall chases Landon Aylor. Picked up here by Kevin Hanlon with speed across the line. Nice job defensively there by number 8 for Jacob Holmes, Weber State. And we are going to have a stoppage in play.
Lots of back and forth going on from both teams. Not too much puck control from either side. Just back and forth, dump and chase hockey. A couple of slap shots coming out either way, and that doesn't seem like enough to challenge Kyle Dietrich or Ian Frank, either goalie between the pipes.
And neither team can get that momentum as Konzer kind of falls back for Aylor, and Aylor just throws it in deep. Kevin Hanlon picks it up for Arizona State, finds Konzer. Konzer looking for the clear. It's snowball back to Weber now for Weber State. Now it's Modric looking for Pizarro in deep. Weber State looking to get something going here offensively. Weber takes a shot, goes wide. Picked up here by Leclerc. Let's see if he can clear it out. And he does. Back to center ice is Jacob Holmes. Now it's back to Weber. Weber looking for Pizarro. Can't quite find him. They'll go for a change as Weber State as they battle along the Weber State bench. Konzer comes away with it. He'll throw it all the way back in to the Weber State zone, and Holmes comes away with it here. Looking for Miller. Can't quite find him. Taken away by Weissman. Back to Konzer. Konzer gets it, finds Arnold for Weber State. He comes in here. Shot on, just a blocker save into the netting and out of play. Let's see if we get an offensive zone faceoff. We do. Coming up for Weber State with 3:11 to go. And this one.
Yeah, last few minutes of this one, I don't know, maybe the guys are tired out there, maybe the lead's just a bit too much for Weber State to feel like they can surmount, but things getting a bit sloppy out there, not a lot of puck control going on. Just kind of flinging the sticks around out there, watching the puck fly. That's why we've had all these stoppages.
Grant Kinsey. There you go, nice mention by Ryan Hess. Weber State is in their third game in 3 days. Usually you don't see that much in the ACHA. Shot on here, in front, rebound, they score! I believe we're going to give that to Ben Winter, number 29, finds a loose puck and puts it in, his first goal of the Sun Devil.
Yeah, I mean, definitely give that one's credit to Ben Winter. We'll let you know. That's another goal. That's how you beat a goalie like Ian Frank. I said it on the last goal. Confusion is your friend if you're a hockey offense. A bunch of guys just piled up in front of the net right there. Lots of screening. Frank couldn't keep track of that loose puck in front of the net. Wasn't the perfect setup, but was enough to put the puck in the net.
Ben Winter, the freshman, gets his first goal McEwen as well gets the assist there. So how about that fourth line stepping up and getting a late goal on this one?
Yep, the fourth line, couple newcomers, the freshman Winter on the goal, and the transfer McEwen on the assist. Good to see both of them involved.
And here we go, folks. We got a little extracurricular, and Dax Hobbs takes a ride to the boards, and he looks shaken up there.
Looks like Guidas is getting into it with someone from the Sun Devils. Can't quite see who. Guidas getting into it with McEwen.
Oh yeah, he's being sent off. So double minor at least coming from McEwen. Maybe a major. We'll find out in just a second. Obviously, it's only 2.5 minutes to go, and no reason for him to go to the box. Kind of an unnecessary play there by McEwen. No need to see that late in the game up by 5 goals. Obviously not trying to injure somebody, but kind of dumb if you ask me.
Yeah, a risky play, not something you want to see, and almost certainly something Coach LeClaire is going to talk to him about. Looking back at his stats from last year, at back when McEwen was playing at the Division III level, and I don't quite have them handy right now, but at Marion University, if I remember correctly, his most notable stat was in penalty minutes. This is a guy, he'll go at it with people.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a 5-minute major. Yeah, major penalty to McEwen. So Weber State's going to get a for head contact, by the way. That's always scary in hockey.
Yeah, just
we've seen a lot of concussions lately, and you never want to see that. So we do wish Dax Hobbs the best. Hopefully, he's going to be all right and ready to play come next week.
Yeah, just a dangerous hit, something you don't want to see out there from anyone. And you know, the ACHA, I think it was back in 2010, they really adopted just a zero tolerance policy for those hits to the head. They're not going to put up with it. We'll see if there are any more repercussions for Joey McEwen. And actually, correction, last year at Marion University, he had no penalty minutes. But looking back at his juniors career in 08-09, in the MJHL, he put up 177 penalty minutes. He's a guy who can find his way into the box from time to time.
Unfortunately, he does it in the worst way possible with the major there. And probably, I don't know if he got a misconduct on that one. I'm assuming he did. So we probably won't see him next week against NAU. Probably be out for a game. As Weber State is working the power play here for the rest of the game. Under 2 minutes to go. 6-1 our score once again. Sun Devils lead it. They're looking to go to 2-0 on the season. Weber State dropping to 2-4, including that loss to the D1 team on Friday, even though I don't think that's going to count against them in the standings.
I think 2-3 as far as the ACHA is concerned.
It's going to be Braxton Green that finds Snowball here. Snowball gets it broken up by Hanlon, and Hanlon will clear it all the way out with under a minute and a half to go this afternoon from Oceanside Arena. We hope you've enjoyed it. It's been an interesting game so far. A lot better flow to this game than yesterday's game with all the penalty men for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this one got a little sloppy. Weber State obviously tired 3 games in 3 days at the end of this one. But that second period was some of the cleanest, highest level hockey I've seen out of this Division II elite squad, certainly in the first 2 games they played. That second period was something special from ASU.
By the way, folks, we are in the final minute of play in this hockey game, and as always, here at WCSN, it's the happy minute of play from Oceanside Arena in Tempe.
Looks like a couple of guys on the ice right now aren't too happy. Looks like Mike Granato kind of jawing with a guy from Weber State right now. That's Jacob Holmes, who I think he was exchanging words with right there. As we're hearing some choice words coming from the bench, we are above it. Jacob Holmes, I believe, was injured, had to leave the game in the last night's game.
He was a victim of that knee from Ryan Moore, and he's back out there tonight, so that's
good to see Holmes out there. Moore, of course, missing this game because of that game misconduct penalty as a result from the knee. But yes, it is the happy minute here in the broadcast booth, even though things getting pretty heated out there on the ice.
Exactly. The happy minute of casual third period. Look for that all season long here on Cronkite Sports. And in this final 30 seconds, we want to make sure to remind you to tune in next week, Friday and Saturday next week. Friday and Saturday next week, 4 games in 2 days. Division I's going to take on their rival, U of A, looking for 33 in a row against their in-state rival. Shot on there, they score! Zach Endicott gets a late goal on the power play there. Got the goal yesterday and gets one there.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of chances during this most recent game-ending power play there. Maybe a little bit not enough sense of urgency from Kyle Dietrich on that one. He kind of just casually put out his glove there. But for Kyle Dietrich, it is not casual third period. Let that one by. It was a tough shot, a good shot to the glove side, but it's one that I think Kyle Dietrich might have made, a save he might have made earlier in this one.
I think so too, and to get back to remind you to tune in next week, as I said, Arizona State U of A. We'll have both of those games live Friday, Saturday, both of them at 7:30. And as far as us, myself and Jason will be back next week, I believe Friday afternoon, 4:30 puck drop here at Oceanside. On Saturday night, the late night 10:30 start against NAU as well. So tune into that on CronkiteSports.com. Going to be a fun weekend all around for Arizona State hockey. And our final score here this evening, this afternoon, Sun Devils 6, Weber State 2, as both teams will meet up at center ice and thank each other for 2 days of pretty good hockey. And Jason, your takeaways from this first weekend of D2 Elite hockey?
You know, this is an impressive ASU D2 Elite squad. We saw them in the last 10 minutes of that second period really dial up their level of play good, clean offensive hockey, and keep the pressure up defensively. With all that in front of Kyle Dietrich, this is going to be a tough team to beat if they can stay focused. They were a bit slow to start, both in last night's game and the first period of this afternoon's game. When they get going, things get scary for their opponents, but you know, they can't fall into that trap. They can't get sloppy out there. They can't keep picking up these dangerous penalties, because eventually someone's going to catch them for it. Eventually it's going to bite them.
Yeah, one thing to look for as well is the secondary scoring. We saw a lot of it this weekend. Jason Kuta, Jamie Cottonwar. Last night we had a couple of guys, as well as Ben Winter, get on the board tonight as well. Last night we had a couple of guys get on the board from that third and fourth line, like Coda Ingbar, Kevin Hanlon. So if Arizona State can continue to get production from their defense and from their third and fourth lines, they're going to be a tough team to beat.
Yeah, absolutely. This was an ASU D2 Elite team. People were a little concerned about the depth coming into this year. You know, the top scorers, a decent number of them came back from last season, and we saw some production from all of them. But things there were some question marks further down onto that second line. Of course, the third and fourth. Fourth line, we saw a good game from a couple of newcomers out there. Obviously, you never want to see the 5-minute major penalty that we saw Joey McEwen, but he did get an assist on that, and the assist was on a goal by Ben Winter, a freshman, another newcomer for this team. Definitely something to look forward to if you're Coach LeClaire, the continued development of these guys and their integration into the team on that fourth line.
And with that said, we're going to get on out of here and head on home on this Sunday afternoon from Oceanside Arena. My name is Richard Flores, alongside Jason Chesler, Ryan Hess on production, my friend Joey here on camera for the first time ever as well. So good night and good hockey from Oceanside. We'll see you right back here next week.